All right, everybody, the final game of the USFL season for 2023. We are going to kick this off in about 5 minutes over on NBC. It's the Birmingham Stallions against the Pittsburgh Maulers. Birmingham looking to win back-to-back titles. Being a spot that I'm not sure a lot of people thought they'd be in after they lost their quarterback Jamar Smith. Alex McGo coming in, MVP of the league this year. He is playing lights out. And now it is time for the Stallions to defend their title against the Pittsburgh Maulers, a team that I don't think anyone expected to be here. A team that had a losing record, a team that was the worst team in the league last year. Had a crazy, crazy win. As we have a $2 from Megan to start things off. Thank you so much for that already. Let me get your name in there, and then let's do it. Let me get your name in there. Thank you so much for that. You guys know the drill. If you've been here before, if this is your first time here, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions or anything, I'll just fire away in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. If you want to have your question move to the front of the queue, we have donations. You can donate, and I'll get to your question right away. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in the order that I see the questions. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to watch this USFL game together, do some live play-by-play commentary on it. And this is the last stream not in the new studio. This is the last this is the last stream of a live football game not in the new studio. Again, we're going to have... Well, NBC, it doesn't start until 8 o'clock Eastern, so we got 3 more minutes left. But this is the last stream that is not taking place in the new studio. New studio is opening on Monday, July 10th. We are a few days away from that. It is coming along very, very well. A bit later than I would have liked, but it is coming along very, very well. So this is the last time you're going to see this couch and all the stuff in the background. Okay, each division's worst winner from 1970 to 2001. All right. AFC Central, I got to go 85 Browns. I got to go with the 85 Browns. AFC East, I'd probably say 87 Colts. Does strike year count for 87, or are we just counting 82 for that? So I can change my answer if we're just counting that. AFC West, AFC West, that's a tough one. I'd probably say Seattle in 88. Probably say 88 Seattle. NFC East from 1970 to 2001. Man, that's tough. That is tough. I'd probably say 98 Cowboys. 98 Cowboys. NFC Central, we're going to go with the 80 Lions. Wait, no. What am I talking about? They didn't win the division. What the heck am I talking about? I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Lions play the Bucks. 81 Bucks. That's what I meant. 81 Bucks, because Lions play the Bucks in 81 for the division. 81 Bucks. And NFC West, I would probably say the worst division winner in the NFC West all time from 70 to 01. Oh, 99 Seahawks, yeah, they're up there. They're up there. I put 99 over 88, yeah. 99 over 88. NFC West, worst division winner, I would probably go with the... Man, that's tough. That's tough. That's very, very tough. We have a 39-60, though, from Michael Hodel. Let me get you in there. I'm trying to think of the worst. Maybe 91 Falcons? I think 91 Falcons. I'd have to do that. We have a 39-60 from Michael Hodel. Thank you so much for that. Let me get to your thing right away. I know you're in Brazil right now. Hopefully it's going great. Oh, you're leaving for Brazil a week from tomorrow. Oh. Hopefully I'll be able to catch the studio tour. It might be between Rio and Fortaleza around that time. I'll be here all night. That is awesome. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for tuning in for all these streams, and thank you for the donation. Really, really means a lot to me. Studio tour. We're gonna have a video coming up on July 10th. We're gonna have a video coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern, like a pre-tape video, and then we're gonna do a live stream on. Yeah, 91 Saints. That's what I meant. That's why I meant 91 Saints. I don't know why I said 91 Falcons. We have a $5 also from Ye Boba Man. Thank you so much. Will we ever see a video on the Minnesota Vikings love boat scandal? So here's the thing with that. As hysterical and as funny as it is, there are plenty of videos on that already. I'm not sure I can add anything to the conversation that hasn't been said already. If I can find an angle, I'll do something. I should also note that patrons in the top tier, the video that just dropped a few minutes ago, on Andy Reid and the blocking slate controversy from 1999. That was a Patreon request. Patrons get, in the top tier, get the ability to request videos, and I do them no matter what. So that way I might do a Love Boat video, but I can't think of anything that hasn't been said already about the Love Boat scandal. We've got a lot of money so far already. Thank you so much. Again, we're going to be here all night live streaming the USFL Championship between Pittsburgh and Birmingham. Where do you see Damian Lillard getting traded to? I'd be shocked if it's not Miami. It's Miami or bust at this point. Ohtani, is he going to win MVP? Unless he gets hurt, there is nothing stopping him from winning MVP at this point. There is nothing stopping him. Unless he gets hurt, he is going to win the MVP, no questions asked. He is a top 5 pitcher. He could hit 60 home runs this year. It's not even close. It's not even close. He will win MVP. It will not be a debate. First time in USFL history that the Stars are not in the championship game. That is crazy to think about. Crazy to think about. They have no one to blame but themselves for not making it this year. Poor coaching, poor offensive line play. They have no one to blame but themselves. I mean, a USFL championship game square sheet. I think it looks good. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. What if the Jags didn't trade Rob Johnson to Buffalo? Does Buffalo still suck in the 2000s? Buffalo didn't really have a coach in the 2000s, so I don't think anything was stopping them from being bad. I'll be at a wedding until 11 o'clock Central, so I can't chat because I won't hear JJ on his splits. Have a great time at the wedding, man. Have a great time at the wedding. Hopefully you're having fun. Maulers kind of Super Bowl. Maulers going to... I mean, USFL Championship doesn't sound the same, but yeah. 89 Bills for AFC East. Oh, did I not say... yeah, 89 Bills for AFC East if we're not counting the 87 Colts. If we're not counting them. I mean, the upper deck is kind of empty for this game. I'm kind of shocked because it was sold out for last year's championship, but this year definitely have some empty seats up there. Which team will the USFL bring back first, the Denver Gold or the Arizona Wranglers? Ooh, which will they bring back first? It's tough because there's competition with every... Neither market would be a good market. Neither market would be a good market for the USFL right now. Because, remember, when the Arizona Gold were a thing, or the Arizona Wranglers were a thing, I don't know why I said the Arizona Gold, I combine the teams. When the Arizona Wranglers were a thing, the Suns were the only team in Arizona. They were the only pro sports team in Arizona. Now you have the Coyotes playing at the same time, you have Phoenix Rising, you have the Cardinals, you have the Diamondbacks. There's so much competition. I don't think an Arizona team would work. We saw it not go well with the Arizona Hotshots in the AAF. They did not draw a great crowd. So I would say the Gold by default, but then again, they're also a 4-market team. I don't think it would work well there either. So I would say Denver before Arizona, but in all likelihood, I don't think either of them. No, we will not be actually live streaming the game. I'm legally not allowed to show the game. I went to law school. I specialize in copyright law. So I cannot show the game. I cannot show the game, nor do I really want to show the game on this screen. Not risk it. The smog and weather in Eastern Ohio and Western PA is bad. That will explain the crowd. Yeah, but the ticket sales have been slow. They just opened up the upper deck yesterday. I don't think it's a bunch of no-shows. Those tickets were just not sold out. I'm kind of traumatized from how badly the Marlins are getting beat by the Braves every single game except one where we scored 5 of the 9 to win 9-4. Join the club. I still have nightmares over that Eddie Rosario home run. I still have nightmares over that home run that Rosario hit against us. I still have nightmares. Hi from Who Dat Nation. How's it going, Joseph? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sorry about your breakers last week, but hopefully you're going to enjoy this championship game. So you go Stallions in the chat. That's awesome. Awesome. I think we've got a split chat in terms of who's rooting for the Stallions, who's rooting for the Maulers. Should be a fun championship. And again, this is the last game we ever are streaming in my living room. After this, we move into the new studio. We're going to do live NFL trivia Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do that, but remember, that is going to be... we're going to do faceless for that one, and then we'll do the first actual with a face on it on the 12th. So we'll do trivia. We'll resume that, but we'll move into the new studio officially on the 10th. I still got some stuff to do, some stuff to hang and whatnot, and some stuff to install. It's going to be a lot. Since the NFL kickoff game... Oh, thoughts on Vampire. Love it. The build-up in that song is just amazing. You could see how much she's maturing in her sound. It's really, really good. The new Twitter reading rules are wacky. Yeah, I don't know what Elon's doing. Genius idea, by the way. Genius idea. Hey, advertisers are not advertising on Twitter. Let's limit the number of tweets so you can view. Genius idea. I give it a week before it gets reversed. There's no way it's going to stay that way. There's no way. Since the NFL game falls right, the kickoff game falls right on the night before the release of Guts, do you see NBC or the NFL promoting the album? I mean, I could see Olivia Rodrigo doing the kickoff show. I could see that. But promoting the album just because of that, no. But I could see her doing the kickoff show. Yeah, still in a new studio. Yeah, so what happened was the truck, the moving truck, that had all my stuff from the East Coast, it didn't arrive until about a day ago. It did not arrive until about a day ago. Hence why the video came out super late today instead of early morning because I was unpacking everything. Also, there's some stuff that needs to be installed. Believe me, I wanted to have this out by now. I really wanted to have this studio out by now. It's just not happening right now. But what I could do, in all honesty, if I could, what I could do, I could stream in the new studio right now. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Problem is that I want to do it all at once. I want to show the studio happen all at one time. I don't want to show it when it's half done. But I could easily stream the studio right now. I've teased pictures of it on my YouTube and on my Twitter. I'll tease some more pictures in the coming weeks, or the coming week. But July 10th, we are officially opening. I promise you it will be worth the wait. I promise you it is going to be worth the wait. Trust me, I'm more frustrated than any of you that this is not done yet. But we're getting there. Trust me, we are getting there. You'll see why. You will see why. I will put it that way. You will see why when we premiere it. You will see why. Let's see what we got on the chat. So another Let's Go Stallions. Ring championship number 2 back to Birmingham. Congrats to Alex Mago, the MVP. Yeah, I love Mago. I absolutely love Mago. Former Jaguar, former preseason hero, Alex Mago. I do kind of like him. What do you think of U of H joining the Big 12? I think it makes complete sense. Geographic-wise, in terms of the prestige of the school athletically. I think it makes complete sense. You're going for the Maulers in the championship since Breakers got limited sense. That makes complete sense. Whether U of H joined the Big 12 at 12 a.m. I thought it's so weird that there was a point where you had like 13 teams in the Big 12 because some of the teams couldn't join it because it wasn't midnight and the other ones could. It was bizarre. 96 Chicago or 15 Golden State. 96 Chicago. Worst 2010s playoff teams. Cardinals with Ryan Lindley, Washington football team with a losing record. Those are probably the two worst. I'd say the Bears also had no offense in 2020. No offense whatsoever. So, I'd probably say them. Do you think an NFL team tries to pick him to go? And if so, who do you think he'd be the best fit for? See, I don't think so. I think the problem with Mago, the problem with him, as great as he's played, his footwork is atrocious. His footwork is absolutely atrocious. A lot of jump throws, a lot of throws off balance that don't need to be off balance. I like the guy, but his footwork, he would get obliterated in the NFL. And it did happen in the preseason. When he's gotten tries for the Jaguars, Texans, a few other teams, has not worked out. So I don't think it's going to get a look, like some of these other quarterbacks in the XFL did. Can a USFL team punch their ticket into January? I don't think that's how it works. Maulers get a chicken salad bowl. All right. I can live with that. Yeah, Jay and I said given his prior evaluation to Mago, his mechanics are good enough to crack an NFL roster. Yeah, I mean, look, I love the guy in the USFL. He'd be great in the XFL, obviously. CFL, he could do very, very well. But NFL, he would get obliterated. I think he's a third stringer at best in the NFL. I've seen him firsthand before the Jaguars and whatnot. I've seen him. I was disappointed to hear that the USFL is going to keep the hub model. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Year 3, you got to have all the teams in their markets. You have to have all the teams in their markets. The fact that they're not, I don't know what they're doing. There's not going to be expansion. I don't know what this model is going to look like. I think you're going to lose. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to lose a lot of people. This game's on NBC. Like, the Gamblers aren't playing in their home city, if the Generals aren't playing in their home city, if the Maulers aren't playing in their home city, are you going to have any fans left? If after 3 years they're still not playing at home? Are you going to have any fans left for those teams? You're going to see teams that have a bunch of fans and teams that have no fans. You're going to see a huge, huge gap. And that's why I'm very interested to see what the ratings are going to be like for this USFL championship, especially compared to the XFL championship, because I don't know how many Maulers fans there are going to be because we don't know where they're going to be next year. We don't know where they're going to be. Who do you have leading the NFL in passing and rushing this upcoming season? I'm going to say... Man, that's tough. That's tough. Rushing, I'm going to go McCaffrey. And passing... See, I don't know how Mahomes will play the final week of the season. I'd say Burrow. I'm going to go Burrow, and I'm going to go McCaffrey. Do you think a USFL and XFL merger will be beneficial for both leagues? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. They both occupy different times of the year. That's the thing. They both occupy different times of the year. The USFL occupies the summer, late spring, and XFL occupies right after the NFL season. All right, Pittsburgh going to get the little start, and we are officially underway in the second USFL championship of this new installment. Going to be fielded at the 15-yard line to the 25. Spin move, and gets thrown down at the 29-yard line, taken there by Josh Simmons, and that's where the Maulers will start off. For those of you just joining us, the 3 red boxes at the bottom indicate the number of timeouts that each team has. The 1 blue box indicates challenge. You can challenge one thing a game. Maulers have 3 timeouts. Stallions have 3 timeouts. Clock rules. Clock runs on everything until the final 5 minutes of the half. Troy Williams under center for the Maulers. Again, the Maulers had one of the craziest games in their championship game against Michigan on Saturday. Birmingham, it was much smoother sailing. Mago had the best game by any USFL quarterback in this iteration. I think he had 4 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown as well. Let's see what happens here. Last time these teams met in the regular season, Birmingham won by 4. Handoff up the middle. The 30-yard line gets a gain of 1, eventually brought down on the play by Christian McFarland. It was Garrett Groshek who got the handoff there. So 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line coming up. Who have leading the league in receiving? Chase. I'll go Chase. Could the USFL have a team in Columbus or Canton, Ohio? Columbus, I don't think so. Canton, I think I don't know what they're going to do. I know Canton is going to have a team in 2024 in terms of they're using the hub. I don't know if that means they're going to move a team to Canton or what that means, but Canton will have USFL football in 2024. 2nd, 8th, 32-yard line. Williams, play action. They rush 4. He's got a clean pocket now. He's going to scramble outside. Looks for his man on the flat. Now he's just going to take off and run to the 35. Out of bounds at around the 37-yard line. Good coverage there by the Stallions, but Williams does pick up a gain of 5. He was looking for his guy on the flat. Wasn't there. Well, the Falcons have blown out the Steelers in Super Bowl 51. I don't know. I mean, I think the Falcons were a better team, but I can't really say they would have blown out because I don't know how Kyle Shanahan and that offense, what the play calling would have been like after that. I mean, we saw what happened in that game. All right, so they're going to mark it at the 39-yard line, actually. A much better spot than I thought. 3rd and 1. So motion Hyman. Handoff up the middle. Needs a yard. He got 3. Nice run by Groshek. Nice second effort. Good enough for a first down. There won't be a Canton team because they're only using USFL 1.0 identities. I think that's a massive mistake, though. I think that would be a massive mistake. I don't know what they're going to do with Canton. We know they're coming back for Season 3, which is good to hear. We know the XFL is going to be back next year. We know the USFL is going to be back next year. But I don't know what they're going to do with Canton. I have no clue. All I know is there are going to be games in Canton. Hopefully they can switch some identities around. Hopefully they can. Who wins the Natty in 2024 and the Heisman? Let's think. Handoff up the middle. Once again goes to Groshek. His 3rd handoff of the game. Gets about 2 yards down to the 44-yard line. Taken down by a sea of Stallions, including number 22, the cornerback Lorenzo Burns, coming in on that tackle. Okay, so the Natty, I mean, I'm not sure with Georgia where they're going to be like offensively now they lost Stetson Bennett. I'm going to say, but then again, I don't know how Alabama's going to do without Bryce Young. Man, that's tough. Who's going to win the Natty? And who's going to win the Heisman? All right, Heisman, as much as I hate to say it, I think Jaden Daniels is going to win the Heisman. The Natty, 2nd 7, throw to the flat. It's caught the 50-yard line. Catch there made by Trey Walker, the tight end. They're staying ahead of schedule. 3rd and 2 at the 50. Who wins the Natty? I mean, Georgia just lost so many guys. Granted, they got a lot of recruits coming in, but they just lost so many guys. I think it's wide open this year. I think it's a bit wide open. I'm going to say As of now, I'm gonna say Michigan. As of now, I'm gonna say Michigan. 3rd and 2. Play action. Goes in the flat and breaks the tackle. Gets the first down. Muscles his way forward. Great effort there by the fullback Mason Stoke. Had a big catch in the last game against Michigan. Had the catch in overtime. Mason Stoke looked like he was going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Instead, he gets 4 yards. Gets the Maulers to the Birmingham territory. Good enough for a first down. Good enough for the first down. Yeah, this game is being played in Cannon. Which second or third year QBs do you see having the massive breakout this season? I mean, Fields has a chance. I think Justin Fields has a chance. I think he's the big one. 11:09 left. Clock is stopped. Birmingham is going to call the first of their 3 time, or Pittsburgh rather is going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. Jaden Daniels, LSU. As well as I hate to say it, but he balled out last year. And it's tough for a guy to win the Heisman back-to-back years. So that's why I'm not saying Caleb Williams. How's it going, Jacob? Welcome to the stream. Major problem I have with divisions and playoffs, at least for this small of a league, is that a sub-500 team is in the title game. Absolutely. I get divisions. I get that. I just don't get what the purpose of having 2 teams in each division make it automatically when they're all playing each other anyways. I think it should be division winners make it, and then you have 2 wild cards. That's what I think it should be. 1st and 10, empty backfield, 11:09 left. Birmingham jumping. I don't think they crossed the line of scrimmage. I don't think they crossed the line. I don't think they crossed the line. I don't think they jumped to the neutral zone. Yeah, and it is going to be a false start against the Maulers. So Birmingham, their defensive lineman flinched, but he did not go into the neutral zone. Let's watch that again as we're seeing a replay right now. He did not enter the neutral zone. And Terry Poole getting called for the full start as a result. Yeah, he did not even come close to entering the neutral zone. Not even come close. So 1st and 15, back them a bit back to their own 49-yard line. Still an empty backfield, 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Troy Williams going to take this snap. So they rush 4. Throws, batted down at the line of scrimmage. It looked like on the play. Look what that was, Jordan Thompson, number 78. Part of why Pittsburgh's been effective so far this drive is they've stayed ahead of schedule. They got their work cut out for them here on the 3rd sequence of this drive as they face 2nd and 15. Thompson with the bat down there. My plane will have Wi-Fi. Hopefully it does. That's a long flight to not have Wi-Fi. So in 30 for 30 man also was Child's Game on Games.NBC. Yeah, that was a lot of fun being on Grossy's show, or being there with Grossy and whatnot. That was a ton of fun. We did a lot of good for charity, raised a ton of money. It was a lot of fun. Out route caught by Isaiah Henney. Gets some of that yardage back, but they still got their work cut out for them. 3rd and long coming up. Let's see where they mark this. 3rd and 12. Only a gain of 3 there. They do get back to the Birmingham territory. Let's see. Do you think Hurts could be the first QB to ever lead the league in rushing touchdowns this season? Wouldn't shock me. I don't think he's going to, but it wouldn't shock me. 3rd and 12. Play action. Why are you calling play action on 3rd and 12? I have no clue. But Williams is going to step up. He's going to try to run himself. He's got a downfield block to the 40, and he slides to the 38-yard line. Is there going to be a flag for a late hit? There is. Move him up another 15. JoJo Tillery with the late hit, helmet to helmet on the slide, and then move him up to the 23-yard line. Questionable play call, trying play action on 3rd and 12, but nice play by Williams to step up. I don't know why he slid. Got to get the first down there. It was probably going to be 4-down territory after that play, and then a terrible decision there by Tillery. He was sliding. He was down. Move him up to the 23-yard line. First down for the Maulers right outside the red zone. And we'll see if Tillery gets to stay in this game or not. We will see. Is he going to be ejected for this? Let's see. That's helmet to helmet. Hang on a second. That might be it for Tillery. This might be a quick. He might be going to the showers very quickly. He was sliding. That's helmet to helmet. Any place that has NBC, you can get this game. Any place that has NBC, you can get this game. First and 10 at the 22-yard line after the helmet-to-helmet hit. Empty backfield, 5 wide. They're just outside the red zone. Troy Williams, as they rush 4. He's got pressure. Steps up in the pocket. He fires. He's got his man caught at the 19-yard line. Down at the 17-yard line, it's going to be Ishmael Hyman on that one. Gain of about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. What NFL team improved in free agency this past spring? Team improved the most in free agency? Oh, man, that's tough. I do like what the Bengals did, bolstering their offensive line. I do like that. I do like that. 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle. Goes to Madre London. London needs to get to the 12 for the first down. Gets to the 14-yard line. So 3rd and 2 coming up. It's his first handoff of the game. Rest have gone to Groshek. NFL team improved in free agency the most. I mean, I like what the Bengals did with their offensive line. I really, really like also what Chicago did. I like what Chicago did. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day to everyone, especially Bobby Bonilla. How many more years is that? So what, 2034? I think we're more than halfway there, which is good at least. 3rd and 2. 7-minute drive so far. 8:02. It's a swing pass. It's caught by his man to the 5, and he's out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Isaiah Henny, gain of 12 yards on the play. Nice, easy pitch and catch there. And all of a sudden, the Maulers have 1st and goal at the 2. A nice drive by Williams in particular, making smart decisions. Only one incomplete pass, and that was tipped at the line of scrimmage. They fake the handoff to London. Swing pass out to Isaiah Henny, the go-to guy on this drive receiving-wise. And the Maulers will have 4 chances to get into the end zone and get the first points of the game. How many hot dogs do you see Chestnut eating on the 4th? Depends on the air quality. I have no clue. I'd probably say 67. Empty backfield. 2 seconds on the play clock. Can they get this off? They motion their guy. Clock's at 0. They do get it off. Williams is going to run himself. Williams is short at the 1. There was a flag on the play. I'm not sure if everyone was set. They had to get that snap off very quickly. There was so much motion going on as the clock hit 0. I'm not sure if everyone was set. Illegal formation, yep. So move it back 5 yards. 1st and goal up to 7. The second penalty of this drive for the Maulers. So I thought when you have all that motion happening and the ball has to get snapped for the play clock, Pittsburgh already burned a timeout because they were running out of time. Didn't want to burn 2 on one drive. Now they go back to the 7. Syracuse, will they ever get a pro sports team? Maybe baseball down the road. Maybe baseball very far away. Anything else, I can't see it. I love Syracuse. Been there many times, but I can't see it. 1st and goal to 7. Williams going to drop back. Fires swing route, and that is well overthrown. Incomplete pass intended for Madre London. Just passes out stretch arm. Nice way of Birmingham getting a hand in the face because if it would have been a nice, easy throw, but there was a guy right there with number 96 who got his hand up. Willie Henry got his hand up, and if it wasn't for him being, if he threw that on target, it would have been tipped by him. So, had no choice but to get rid of it. 9-minute drive here, 6:30. 2nd and goal, ball at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Goes to Groshek. Groshek down at the 4-yard line. Gain of 3 yards on the play. 3rd and goal at the 4. Is this 4-down territory? We'll find out depending on this play call here. If they're running it here, you got to figure 4-down territory. If they throw it here, you figure, okay, we're going for the end zone. If we don't get it, we're going to kick the 3. We're going to take the 3 with Chris Blewett. Chip shot field goal. They had nothing to do with a chip shot with Chris Blewett, seeing as he missed the kick at the end of the first half against Michigan in that bizarre clock management situation. Why is Temple football so bad? It's tough when you're not playing on campus, when you're playing in a stadium that's not your own. Tough getting recruits that way. 3rd and goal, 2 seconds on the play clock. 1, 0. Did they get it off? They did. It's a fade route to the end zone. Incomplete pass. Intended target on the play, Ishmael Hyman. 5:42 left. They threw the ball there, so you have to figure they're going to kick the field goal here. Send Chris Blewett out to try the 21-yard field goal. But again, trouble with the play clock. That was really what happened on that drive. Couldn't really get everyone set on 3rd and goal. 1st and goal, the reason it got backed up was because of that. But we do have a flag on this play. Hang on a sec. We do have a flag on the play. Was there pass interference there? It was one-on-one coverage with Ismail Hyman and Brian Allen. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the Maulers. Okay. So this is going to be a longer field goal. Trey Walker getting called for the penalty. We'll have to see what he did. I haven't seen the replay yet. After the play was done, so this was going to be a 21-yard field goal, a chip shot for Chris Blewett. Now it's a lot tougher. Now it's a 36-yard kick, still well within his range. Oh yeah, that's a punch. That is absolutely a punch. Trey Walker just completely punched number 26, Nate Brooks. I don't know why you punch a guy in the helmet. I don't know what the logic is behind that. Birmingham has not had the ball yet. They've not had the ball yet. This has been about a 10-minute drive or so. The clock is stopped here. Chris Blewett trying a 37-yard field goal attempt. Matt Mangle on the hold. Riley Lovingwood the snap. Hold is good. Kick is up. Blewett is in. So with 5:27 left, a long drive. The Maulers come away with 3. They got it down to the 2-yard line, then went backwards from there. But the Maulers strike first, and they lead the USFL Championship, looking to win their first ever title, 3-0. All right, let's see. Why is Syracuse football so bad? New York high school football absolutely stinks. That's why. New York high school football is garbage, so good luck getting recruits. Northeast high school football is garbage in general, so good luck getting recruits. When the next NCAA football game comes out, who will have the second toughest place to play? I'm not even sure. Well, they're not going to have the Kibbe Dome, so I don't even know what the... They're not going to have the Kibbe Dome because they're FCS. So unless they have FCS, they're not having the Kibbe Dome, which would stink. So toughest place to play? I would probably say Death Valley. Stetson Bennett, will he start some games for the Rams this year? I don't think so. I don't think he will. All right, we got a lot going on the trail. Let me see. Let's see. Mason Stoke is why fullback scene may come back. Absolutely. Who's a coach you see getting fired in the middle of the season? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not sold on Dennis Allen one bit. I'm not sold on him one bit. You look at the Saints' schedule: Titans, Panthers, Packers, Bucks, Pats, Texans, Jaguars. Jaguars game is a Thursday night football game, so you have the week 7. You have like essentially a de facto bye week after that. If the Saints are 2-5 in that stretch, I think Dennis Allen's gone. If they're 2-5 and they lose to the Jags, I think Dennis Allen will be the first one fired. He will be the first one fired. Let's see. Dean, where do you think he gets traded? I think he gets traded to the Heat. Texans get the Browns' first-round pick this year? Yes, they do. They traded their own pick away in the Cardinals trade. They did not trade away the Browns pick, which is bizarre. Is there an anti-two-time Heisman winner narrative when it comes to voting when you have a previous... Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. I think you absolutely could have made the argument that Tim Tebow deserved it the year of Colt McCoy and Sam Bradford. I think you absolutely could have made the argument. Kickoff is fielded at the 5-yard line to the 20. He's got some room. 25, 30, bounces to the outside, and a bounce of the 32-yard line. Return the play there by number 85, Deion Kane. So the Stallions will take over their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10. The worst hostile group of champions, from my point of view, in my teams in parentheses: MLB, Braves, NBA Heat, NFL Titans, NCAA Georgia FSU. Yeah. That makes total sense based on that. How many new offices coming? July 10th we're opening. It is coming along great. We have a lot of the walls done. The TVs are all in. I have to set up the monitor and whatnot. I just had to pick that up the other day. So send that up after this stream is done. 1st and 10, Birmingham touching the ball for the first time today. 5:20 left in the first quarter. 4 wide, 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Alex McGubb hands it off to Marable. Marable gets down to the 34-yard line. So gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah, so we'll do some sneak peeks to the office, but we're going to have the video coming out on July 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do a celebratory live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. Most questionable NBA signings so far this offseason. Oh, there's why the Blazers gave all that money to Grant, and now they're trading Dame. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. 2nd and 8. McGo fires over the middle. That ball is caught to the 50 and down at the 47-yard line. Catch there made by Jace Sternberger, the former Texas A&M man. Gained about 14 yards on the play. Good enough for a Birmingham first down. Also, Cam Johnson, love the guy. He's not worth $100 million. He's not worth $100 million. Not even close. Not even close. All right, we got 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side, 4 wide. Alex McGuff. Alex McGuff coming in. Feels pressure. He's going to have to run. Can he get back to the line? So now he's going to throw on the run. He's got a man, and it's incomplete pass. Intended target on the play. Sternberger coverage there, coming from number 2, Arnold Tarpley. So 2nd and 10 coming up with 3:50 left in the first quarter of action. DC Now Show with the best all-time theme song, Hannah Montana. Easy. Upstate New York, there's not a lot there. I mean, I love Syracuse, but not a lot in upstate New York. Getting to Syracuse and whatnot. 2035 is when Bobby New Day ends. All right. We go audibling the play. 3 seconds on the play clock. Can they get this off? 2-1 empty backfield. They do get it off. They rush forward. McGo looking to fire. Now he's spin move. I don't know why he spun there. Now he's going to throw. Jump throw. It's going to be underthrown. And that is going to be almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Keith Gibson. Someone asked earlier, do you think Alex McGo can make it in the NFL? That play is exactly why I don't think he can. The spin move for no reason. The jump throw across your body into traffic like that. Like, this is, NFL coaches will die at this. He's throwing across his body, jumping in midair, trying to throw 40 yards down the field. That was never going to be on target. That was always going to be underthrown and almost picked off there by Keith Gibson. Almost picked off there. Again, I love the guy, but the mechanics there. 3rd and 10. Did they get the playoff? McGo fires on the run. That ball is caught. Play clock was at 0, so I don't know if that play counted. They are going to say as of now it did. Gain of 8 yards on the play. It brings up 4th and 2. We'll see what the Stallions decide to do here with 2:30 left in the first quarter. I think Skip Holtz is probably going to call a timeout here. They are going to go for it, though. They are going for it. Not going to have time to think things over. McGo gets to the line. 4, 3, 2. There's some confusion. Can they get this off? They do not get it off in time. They do not get off. And Skip Holtz and Birmingham will call a timeout. So they have 2 left with 2:01 left in the first quarter of action. Yeah, I don't know why Fred VanVleet. I mean, Fred VanVleet I get. Dylan Brooks I don't get. I don't get why you're giving $20 million to Dylan Brooks. I don't get that. And the Grizzlies giving $200 million to Bane. $40 million a year for Bane? I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. That's insane. College football coach, Mount Rushmore. Saban, Bear, Bowden, Newt Rockne. Would be Paterno on there if it weren't for you know what. Yeah. Yeah, Paterno, I can't put him on for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Let's see. If Hurts didn't miss those 2 games since Cowboys and Saints to injury, does he win MVP? I think Mahomes still wins it. Will the NBA ever expand to 32? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely they will. They'll go Seattle and Vegas. 4th and 1. They are going to go for it. Better trophy, championship trophy, I'd say the USFL. 4th and 1 to 39-yard line. McGo looking to run, and he gets stuffed! And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Maulers take over with 1:54 left in the first quarter. Alex McGo ran into his own guy, brought down there by number 10, Reuben Foster, the former first-round pick. the former Alabama man, the former San Francisco 49ers linebacker. He just ran right into a brick wall with Reuben Foster. And then some other guys come in and clean up the work. Reuben Foster, what a play. And Pittsburgh will take over at the 41-yard line. What a play. What's the Fred VanVleet contract term in NFL terms? Every Jaguars free agent contract they gave out in like 2016, 2015. Every single one. That's what that is. Why is BC football so bad? Again, same thing. Massachusetts high school football, Northeast high school football is very, very tough. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. So you got to get recruits from outside. Let's see. Watching Rays versus Mariners in uniform matchup looks so beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I like those combos. I like those combos. How deep do you think the Diamondbacks can make it this year? Depends what they do with the deadline. It depends what they do with the deadline. The problem with the Diamondbacks is that their starting pitching is atrocious. I love Gallen. I love Kelly. Tommy Henry looks pretty good lately. Problem is that after that, it's terrible. After that, it's absolutely terrible. They need to get a pitcher at the deadline. I don't know who they're going to get, but they're going to get someone. Once that happens, I'll know a better answer. They'll make the playoffs, I think. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they can make it to the NLDS. College basketball coach Rushmore, John Wooden, Jim Boeheim, Coach K, and Dean Smith. That sounds about right. I mean, I'm not sure I put Boeheim on there. I'm not sure I put Boeheim on there. Not sure I can put Boeheim on there. When the NBA does expand, assuming it's down Vegas, who moves to the East? Minnesota. Minnesota's on an island right now. Minnesota is on an absolute island in the Western Conference. There's no one remotely near them. You move Minnesota to the East, you have more natural rivalries with Milwaukee, Chicago, Indiana. They're moving east. They'll move east. It's been an exciting first quarter so far. Who wins the Premier League this year? I mean, as long as Pep is still there, I'm not betting against Man City. As long as Pep is still there, I'm not betting against Man City. 95 degrees where we live. Wow. I mean, it's like 100 where I'm at right now. Pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage by Groshek. He's going to lose quite a few yards there. Loss of about 3. 2nd and 13. There's some extracurricular activity coming up between Groshek and number 29 Brian Allen. Loss of 3. Yeah, that's why I think Bob Knight goes in there over Boeheim. I think Bob Knight goes in over Boeheim. What teams do sports fans in small towns root for? I think depends on the town. Depends on the town. 2nd and 13 at the 38-yard line. 2 seconds on the play clock. Can they get this off? They do. Williams fires. He's got a man wide open and caught by Henne. Henne at the 45. Henne at the 50. Henne gets the first down, and Henne goes down to the 46-yard line. Yeah, I can see Giolito go to the D-backs. I can see that. I see Bieber go to the D-backs also. I can see that. Yeah, but Memphis, the thing with Memphis is that right now in the West, there's still teams nearby them. Like the teams in Texas, New Orleans, and whatnot. Minnesota, there is no one near them. There is no one near them. Yeah, exactly. They're close to Oklahoma City as well. First and 10, handoff goes to Groshek up the middle. Groshek at the 45, and he gets down at the 44-yard line after forward progress. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Staying ahead of schedule there, down to the 44, so 2nd and 7 coming up. I think the MVP of baseball this year has been Acuna in the NL and Ohtani in the AL. I think it's got to be that. End of the first quarter, Pittsburgh looking to pull off a stunning upset, do exactly what the Arlington Renegades did in the XFL, losing team to win a championship. Pittsburgh leading 3-0 right now. Who are the real Phillies? The team who scored 1 run last night, or the team that scored 19 today? I think it's in the middle. I think it's in the middle. Yeah, but MVP in the AL is definitely Ohtani. NL, Acuna is playing lights out. I love Corbin Carroll. I want him to win MVP. I can admit right now he will not win MVP. I would say Luis Suarez is probably number 2 for me right now. Put Carroll at 3, Luis at 2, and Acuna at 1. Overnight, the NRL, North Queensland Cowboys defeated the Sydney Tigers 74-0. Holy cow! I didn't know you could get a shutout in that. I didn't know you could get a shutout in Australian rules football. I did not know that. So again, in terms of what is happening on this channel, while we have this quarter break, let's talk about what's happening on this channel. Have a video that just dropped before the stream started. It was a video about Andy Reid and the blocking sled story with George Hegelman. The infamous blocking sled story was a Patreon request, so did that video. That is out right now. Go check that out if you haven't already. Have a video coming out tomorrow. No clue what it's going to be on. We have live NFL trivia coming up Wednesday. We are back after a 2-week hiatus. We are back. Still in my still faceless, but we're going to do the first trivia game in the new studio the week after that. So just keep that in mind. We will also have new videos coming out on JGA and JG7 relatively soon. Again, just have to get settled in, but we should be back in business relatively shortly on that. Apologies for the hiatus there. We are experimenting with YouTube Shorts, which I'm really enjoying making. Thanks to the power of AI with captions, it is helping out tremendously with that. So go check those out if you haven't already. It's basically these videos condensed into 60-second stories. Go check those out. It helps the channel out a lot. We also have stuff on jg9shop.com. And again, the studio reveal. The studio reveal will be July 10th, 6 p.m. Eastern. I promise you it will be worth the wait. I absolutely promise you, I assure you, it is going to be worth the wait. It is going to be the nicest studio on YouTube for NFL. I guarantee it. I'm guaranteeing that your mind will be blown at this new studio. I guarantee it is nothing like anything you've ever seen in your life before. Once I get this monitor set up, and once it's done, I've seen it coming together. I am so blessed that I get to work in this place every single day. I am so blessed. So blessed. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. How did Chris Paul turn from a top 5 NBA caliber player to absolute trash just by turning 37? Injury history. He lost his jump shot. Father Time's undefeated. Look, Father Time is undefeated. I will not be doing Titanic videos. I will not be doing Titanic videos. I don't think there was anything NFL related I could tie into the Titanic. Maybe there was like a halftime show, like a 60s halftime show. There was probably something. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Ohtani's going to get paid. Ohtani will get $500 million, at least. Thoughts on loaded fries? No, that's my bedroom. That's my bedroom. That is not the studio. That is my bedroom. You cannot see the doors to the studio right now. You cannot see it. 2nd and 7. Troy Williams. They rush 4. He fires. It's caught by Henny. Henny at the 40. And he loses the ball. Did he ever catch it? He did not catch it. Incomplete pass. Bit of a low throw. Henny could not make it. 3rd and 7. Want to do any NFL instant replay content? Oh, tons. Tons of videos. Tons of videos. Trust me, we got stuff coming up. I've done instant replay controversies before. We did a Lions-Raiders one. We did a Chiefs-Raiders one. We've got some more coming up. I might do one tomorrow, actually. I've got one from 1987. We've got a few. The first iteration of instant replay was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, you can't stop Father Time. Who'll be worse, the Flyers or the Cardinals? Cardinals. 3rd and 7. Williams, as they rush 4, he's going to go down. No, he loses the ball. Williams loses the ball. He goes down, loses the ball. It's eventually recovered by Pittsburgh. A huge break for the Maulers. As he's unable to escape the sack. Terry Poole falls on it. It's a loss of 2, or loss of 5, rather. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse for the Maulers. They'll punt it away on 4th and 12. He goes down there. Ball pops out. Poole falls on it. Tried to do way too much. Forcing the fumble there. Looked like it was Keyshawn Camp, the defensive tackle. Yeah, yesterday was Black Monday at ESPN. I'm not surprised. 4th down. They have to punt this one away. Almost gets blocked. It's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line. No fair catch there. It's brought out to the 14-yard line by Davion Davis. So return of 3. Birmingham starting this drive at their own 14-yard line with 13:33 left in the first half. Can I cover the Mad Football decline? There have been tons of videos on that. There is nothing I can add on that has been said already. There is nothing. Favorite food? Pizza. Easily pizza. Easily pizza. It's not even close. Worst Super Bowl ending in each number. All right, let's think. Start with 1. The worst one ending in 1, I'd probably say Super Bowl 11. Let's say 11. 21 was close at the half. 1 was close at the half. 31, pretty good game. 41, pretty decent game. Not great, but decent. 51, obviously, was a classic. So I'd say Super Bowl 11. Ending in 2. Probably Super Bowl 2. 22 had that historic second quarter, so I'd probably say Super Bowl 2. Ending in 3, the worst one is 33. The worst one's 33. Granted, 53 was not a fun game, but it was at least close. 33 was terrible. Ending in 4, 24. That's easy. 5, ending in 5, Super Bowl 35. Or do I go 55? Do I go 55 or 35? Man, that's tough. I'm going to say 55. I'm going to say 55 was worse than 35. Ending in 6, we're going to say Super Bowl 26 was the worst. Ending in 7, we're going to say Super Bowl 27. We'll say 27 for that one. Ending in 8, 18. Yeah, I go, no, 48. You have a lot of options. 8, 18, 48, you got a lot of options. I'm going to say 48. Ending in 9, 29. Definitely 29. Ending in 0, Super Bowl 20. Knicks signed DiVincenzo, 4 years, $50 million. Yeah, I'm not sure why they traded Obi to the Pacers for 2 second-round picks. I think they could have got more value out of him. I would have kept him around for another year. Disappointed they let Van Gundy go? Oh, I'm not. I'm disappointed they kept Mark Jackson. I'm not disappointed they let Van Gundy go. All Van Gundy did was complain. He doesn't. I don't even know if he likes basketball. I don't even know if he liked basketball. He just complained the entire broadcast. He did nothing but complain. The only one of this wave of cuts I'm heartbroken for is Tom McShay. I don't know why they let go of McShay, because he was driving views, he was getting ratings. I don't know why they cut McShay. Woody Hayes controversy, or Ohio versus Michigan State, too well known. First and 10, jump throw. It's a low throw. It's caught at the 17-yard line by Davis, gain of 2 yards on the play. But again, there was mechanics by McGo. That's why he will not make it in the NFL. It's exactly why. Yeah, I don't like doing stories that are too well known. Yeah, the original 28-3 with the Bucks-Cardinals game, yeah. I mean, I wish they let both Van Gundy and Jackson go. I wish they did that, but I'm not heartbroken that Van Gundy left. You complain. You're getting paid to talk about basketball. You complain the entire time. I'm sorry. I don't want you on the broadcast. 2nd and 8. Ball is caught. Runs backwards. I don't know why Marable ran backwards. Had the first down. Runs backwards on his own. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. Marable's just got to know the situation and get the first down. Runs backwards, and it's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. We go, hands it off, and it doesn't matter. Marable gets the first down that way. So crisis averted. Gain of 4, first down for the Stallions. Last drive ended for them on a failed 4th down conversion. Oh yeah, Prime does need a new play-by-play guy. Al Michaels, he's lost his fastball. He doesn't care anymore. He does not care anymore. He needs to go. Oh no, McShay was right on the money. McShay was right on the money. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. 2 in the backfield, 3 wide. Alex McGo as they rush 4. Fires, swing route. It's caught by Marable. Marable at the 30. Marable goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Taken on the play by Gibson. Keith Gibson, so gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up. And when we reveal the NFL studio, I will reveal shortly after the preseason games that we are covering in the studio on my new 49-inch monitor, and on that. We might do like a preseason red zone stream. We might do that because I've got 4 TVs in there, so we could do something like that. We'll see. But I will reveal the schedule for the preseason because we've got plenty of streams coming up. I can assure you that. 2nd and 6. Play action. They rush 4. Mago, clean pocket. Now he's going to run. Step to 35. Hurdle move. Hurdle to the 40-yard line. Mago gets the first down. There was a flag on the play. Might be hands to the face. Might be hands to the face where Mago escaped the sack. Although Pittsburgh's indicating that's on Birmingham. We'll see what this is. Nice hurdle move there. Let's see what this flag is. Personal foul on the defense for a face mask. Yeah, when Mago got when he escaped the sack. Yep, right there. Right there. That is a face mask. Boom up another 15 yards. So Birmingham is in Pittsburgh territory at the 45-yard line. Why does San Antonio only have one pro sports team? NHL, you can't do it. It's not a hockey market. Baseball, too hot to play baseball there. And the Astros and Rangers came in first. NFL, Jerry Jones would block it. That's why. That's exactly why. The untouchables at ESPN. I'd say Greeny. I would say anyone that's doing, that's getting paid a boatload of money or is carrying the network on their back. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. I'll say it after this play. Mago fires as they rush 4. He's going deep. Mago, he's got his man wide open. Davis! It's Davis! Touchdown! Touchdown for the Stallions! The Stallions ride high with their first lead of the game. Alex Mago, a 43-yard touchdown pass. DD with the TD. Davion Davis. A beautiful throw by Mago. 85 yards in just 3 minutes, and the Stallions are on top. Low snap. He recovered it beautifully. And the extra point away from making it a 4-point ball game. Davion Davis, Alex Mago, what a connection that has been all season. I've said DD with the TD a lot this year. Plays like that are exactly why. Extra point is up, and it is right down the middle for Brandon Aubrey. 10:39 left in the first half of action. The Stallions lead it by 4. All right, so the untouchables on ESPN. I would say Stephen A, because he does everything. He does everything. I would say Greeny is untouchable. He hosts just about everything. Scott Van Pelt is untouchable. Aikman, Buck. I don't know about McAfee just yet. I feel like there's something in his contract that says they can get out of it if certain things happen. So I wouldn't say he's untouchable just yet, but Aikman and Buck are definitely untouchable. I would say Herb Street is untouchable. I would say Reese Davis is untouchable. Corso, you're not going to fire Corso. I would say Breen is also untouchable. They're not firing Breen. I would also say untouchable, considering how much he does for the network hosting SportsCenter, hosting hockey. I think Steve Levy might be untouchable. Steve Levy might be untouchable. Yeah, and Fowler, Fowler's up, yeah. I would say those are the untouchables. Kuiper also. Kuiper invented the NFL draft as it is. He's untouchable. Chris Berman, he's got a part-time thing, essentially, but he can stay as long as he wants. Do you think Jerry Rice was up the same numbers if he had the same QBs as Fitzgerald? Fitzgerald didn't have terrible QBs. I mean, he had Kurt Warner, he had Carson Palmer. I mean, you have as good QBs as Rice? No, but it's not like Fitzgerald had garbage QBs for most of his career. No, Rice puts up the same numbers with anyone. Have I ever done a video about the Jerry Rice touchdown that should not have counted against the Saints in 1989? Funny you should say that, because that is on my list of things I'm going to talk about in July. That is on my list. Not the touchdown itself, but what happened after the touchdown with the Saints. But yes, I will definitely be talking about that. I will definitely be talking about that. Ravage is no, I wouldn't say that. Sunday Baseball has gotten bad ratings, and especially after Ravage blundered the College World Series after that horrible call with Oral Roberts where he called a walk-off home run in the top of the 9th inning. I don't think Ravage is untouchable. I don't think he's untouchable whatsoever. Yeah, he had Ryan Lindley, but for the most part, he had good QBs for a good chunk of his career. He had bad QBs, but so did Rice. Rice had some bad QBs from time to time. Any interesting unknown stories from the 94 strike? There's a bunch that we'll get to eventually. There is a bunch that we will get to eventually on that. Especially the players at 95, the replacement players. We can talk about those. All right, kickoff. Fielded by the Maulers at the 15-yard line to the 30. To the 35, and that's where Simmons will go down, the 35-yard line. Take it down the play. I don't have a 23 on my depth chart, so I think it's Matt Hankins. Either way, 35-yard line. Okay, the thing with Susie Colbert, as great as she was at her job, she only did NFL. She only did NFL during the season. There was no reason necessarily to keep her around when you're working, not part-time, but when you only do one thing. And let's be honest, people aren't watching the NFL draft. They're not watching the pregame show for Susie Colbert. They're not watching them for Susie Colbert. Oh, we're talking, yeah, Jeff Passan and Waj. Waj is untouchable. Waj is untouchable. First hit 36. Look, Kendrick Perkins, I hate the guy. He works every day. He's there on TV every single day. Gain a 5 there on the catch there by Mason Stoke, his second grab of the day. Sacramento only one pro sports team. There's so many other markets in California. You're just saturating the state at that point. Oral Roberts was one of the 8 preachers on the Kansas NBC station with the 4-hour marathon. Yes, he was. That was a fun video put together. Like guys like Steve Young, yeah, they're good at their job, but Steve Young, he's only on there for Monday Night Football. And that's it. He doesn't move the needle. 2nd and 5. Williams gets a snap off with 4. Pass is caught, gets the first down to the 47-yard line. Catch there made by Isaiah Henney. I will give you that with Fitzgerald. I will give you that for Fitzgerald. That the bad quarterbacks he had were way worse than Rice's bad quarterbacks. Way, way worse. But it's not like he was playing with scrubs his whole career. Schefter, yeah. I actually don't know about Jeff Passan. I don't know about him. Handoff. Big hit there, but Henney gets the first down. Down to the 35-yard line. So the thing is that Waj drives clicks, and he's on TV. Schefter drives clicks. He's on TV. He's on like every show at this point. Jeff, I don't know if he's driving clicks. I don't know. He's not on TV in the same way that Waj and Schefter are. 1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. 8:20, or at the 40-yard line, rather, I should say. Play action, Williams. Clean pocket, fires deep for the first time today. End zone! That ball is dropped by Ismail Hyman. The first time today that Williams has gone deep. It was a nice throw. Hyman's got to hold on to that. And he does it. T-shirt is, the collar is stretching just a little bit. It is stretching just a little. It's a sun shirt. It is stretching just a little bit. What's nice is that in the studio, I'll be on an actual chair. Right now I'm on my couch. Don't worry, I will not have this problem in the new studio. The new studio, I will be on an actual chair. Versus a couch with memory foam. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Up the middle. Madre London gets about 5 yards there. His second handoff of the game. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Maulers. Is this 4-down territory for them? We shall see. Last time they were faced with a third down, Williams got sacked, lost the ball. Pittsburgh fortunately able to recover that ball. Not that it mattered because Birmingham just drove down the field right after. We'll see what happens here with 7:20 left in the first half. Yeah, Stephen A is the most untouchable. He works like 15 hours a day for the network. He busts his butt off. 3rd and 6. Bring the blitz. The ball is caught by Henne. Henne at the 30, and Henne goes down the 29-yard line, gets the first down. Isaiah Henne having a heck of a game so far for the Maulers. Henne work. Oh, that's a late night. That's a late night. I think it's like 5 catches for Henne already. Let's see. It's 4 for 36. So the Maulers have 52 yards receiving today, or 52 yards passing, 36 come from Henne. Williams fires in the flat. That ball is caught by Madre London. London gets a gain of 1 there. But not much else. 6 minutes left. I will say Pittsburgh has done a very good job keeping Birmingham off the field. These are long, sustained drives. Birmingham has only touched the ball twice today. Maybe the way to beat Birmingham, keep them off the field. Keep Alex McGill on the sideline as long as possible. They're doing just that. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 9. Yeah, it's Birmingham 27. I don't know why that. Shovel pass. That ball is caught by London. London to the 22-yard line. This is another reason why I need the new studio. I'm going to change the scoreboard too once we do the NFL, once I have the 49-inch monitor. The B key is on my laptop. It fell off. The B key is completely gone. It is under a couch cushion. I cannot find it. I tried to locate it for like 20 minutes. So typing the letter B is tough. Fortunately, with the new monitor I want, I have a new keyboard, which is good. Third and 3. Has his man the flat. The 20. Gets the first down. Nice second effort there by Garrett Groshek. Gets the first down into the red zone. First 10 at the 17-yard line. Oh, yeah, the NFL Macro grids are great. I just don't know why no websites been made. But, yeah, we'll post them every day. We'll post them every day. I'll post the one today on my Twitter, on my YouTube channel as well. Well, Shannon Sharp joining ESPN. No, I think it's going to do his own thing. I think it's going to do his own thing with his YouTube channel. I think it's going to do that. Ashley Brewer to the West Coast Sports Center. Why didn't she get fired? She didn't make a lot. Why did she get fired? She didn't make a lot. I mean, I'm not sure how many people were watching West Coast Sports Center, because you're watching Sports Center, you're watching it for Scott Van Pelt, and then after that, I mean, you fire Neil, so you might as well just clean house at that point. Handoff gets a loss of 2 there. Groshek goes down, brought down the play by DeAndre Tillman. It's a big drive for Pittsburgh. Got to come up with something, because remember, Birmingham gets the ball to start the second half, so they can double up here. So Pittsburgh needs to walk away from this drive with some points at least. Thoughts about Substack? I have no clue. I've never used it in my life. 2nd and 11. Ball is tipped. Second time today the ball's been tipped. That time it gets tipped by Willie Yarbury. With 3rd and 11 coming up. Clock is stopped again. Everything inside 5 minutes now stops the clock. Because West Coast Sports Center, you're watching Scott Van Pelt if you're on the West Coast after that. And then once that happens, I mean, you can just watch the highlights at that point. Because the East Coast isn't watching. So, West Coast Sports Center is a tough gig. It's a tough gig. All the anchors are replaceable, except for Van Pelt. 3rd and 11. Williams feels pressure. He's going to step in the pocket, try and run for himself. But he goes down at the 18-yard line. The 17-yard line, rather. Not that it matters. Brought down eventually by JoJo Tillery. The man who got called earlier for the helmet-to-helmet hit on Williams. That time a nice clean hit. Surprised Tillery is still in the game. Didn't get ejected after that hit. A 4th and 9 coming up at the 17. You're going to kick the field goal here. It's going to be a 35-yard kick for Chris Vloot, who is 1 for 1 today. Hit a 36-yard kick earlier in the first quarter. We'll see what he can do here. Or a 37-yard kick earlier in the first quarter, I should say. This one from 35. Right, and as well as remember, he made a 59-yard field goal last week against Michigan. Play clock at 0. High snap. Kick is up. Nice recovery there. Lovingood, not a great snap, but Mangle with a nice hold to recover and blew it. Drills it down the middle with 3:01 left. The Stallions lead by 1. The Maulers kicker is going to be NFL tryouts this summer, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know if Chris Wood's going to be at tryouts. The thing is that Luis Aguilar is going to get some looks. He's the best kicker in the USFL. Blewett is the second best kicker. Problem is that you got a lot of teams that sign XFL kickers. You got competition. I don't think he's got a chance to win a starting job necessarily, but I think he'll get some looks. Pitt 28 early to score. Well, now it's kickoff. Well, now, yeah, no, the scoreboard was wrong. The scoreboard was wrong. Now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. I wish there was a way to automate this. Automate the clock, automate the scoreboard and yard line. I wish there was a way to do that. What are they going to do? Just hire some... Yeah, you can hire someone else. No one... Look, the thing is that, with the exception of Scott Van Pelt, I'm not sure anyone is watching SportsCenter for the anchors themselves. You're watching it for the highlights. You're watching it for the stories. The anchors don't make a difference. They really don't make a difference in today's day and age. They don't carry the weight that they do. Now, there are exceptions. Scott Van Pelt's different, but he does live interviews. He has his own segments. That's different. Everyone else, they're replaceable. Everyone is replaceable, SportsCenter anchor-wise. Because the format of the show is outdated. There's no need for a show like that when you can just look up highlights on YouTube and on Twitter. You do a good job of best USFL coverage. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I love just talking about football. I love talking about football. I love providing this coverage. I wish I could have done more with the USFL this season. But with the new studio, we're going to be able to do a lot more. XFL and USFL, we're going to do a lot. It should be good. NFL, we're going to do a lot. I can promise you. I think we're going to do 15 preseason games. 15 preseason games. Get some more reps in, as if I haven't got enough reps already with the XFL and the USFL. Having done all those games. We're going to do some preseason games. We're going to do the primetime games. We're going to have a lot of fun in this new studio. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to love it. You guys are absolutely going to love it. I can assure you. It is nothing like what you're thinking it might look like. It is basically a tribute to the NFL in so many ways. It will look nothing like any studio on the platform. I can promise you. I'm on with the live USFL. Really? Not even the USFL? Yeah, the USFL website, the stats are way off on that one. I'm the only one with a live score. That's crazy. Am I the only one streaming the game too, technically? I don't know. All right, kickoff. This ball is going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. To the 20. De'Allen Kane to the 25. To the 30. And a nice open field tackle there. He had some room. He had some room to go. But eventually he was brought down on the play by Bailey Gaither. A nice open field tackle. He probably could have gone to midfield. Probably could have gone to midfield there if it wasn't for that open field shoestring tackle. The De'Allen Kane goes down the 31-yard line, and that is where the Stallions will take over. Only their third drive of the game. The last time they had the ball, went 85 yards in 3 minutes. Alex Mago firing to Davion Davis from 43 yards out. We'll see what happens here. Mago responsible for 6 touchdowns in the last 6 quarters of action. He has been a man on a mission. We'll see what happens here. 1st and 10, empty backfield, 5 wide, 3 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Mago takes a snap with 4 on the play clock. Rushes 4. Mago spin move. He's going to try to escape, but he cannot escape. I don't know why he tried the spin move there. It gets taken down by Will Miles. And now Birmingham has Miles to go to get a first down. Loss of 12 on the play. 2nd and 22. And this is why, as much as I love Mago, this is why he will not make it in the NFL. Unlike XFL QBs, like I talked about DiNucci and whatnot. Why are you spinning? Why are you absolutely spinning there? There is no reason to. 2nd and 20. That's actually a pretty generous spot. Loss of only 10. 1 on the play clock. Mago, empty backfield. They rush 4. Mago, QB draw. He's going to take off to the 25, to the 30. He's got some room. And down to the 37-yard line. Taken down the play by Kavaya Tizino. Probably the second best linebacker. If it was either Frank Inder or Tizino. It's either Inder or Tizino who's the best linebacker in the league. Tizino makes the play to regain a 15. So they get some of that yardage back. 3rd and 5 coming up. We hit the 2-minute warning. Birmingham with 2 timeouts left. All right, let's see. Whoever said ESPN might be off TV completely pretty soon, they may be correct. They might just have ESPN in the ESPN Plus stream. I mean, ESPN will still be on TV. I mean, that's not going to be an issue because you need outlets for the games and whatnot. What I could see a situation where ESPN has temporary networks. So networks like ESPNU, SEC Network, and whatnot, they're only on the air for a certain period of time. So they're temporary networks, and then you sell off that space the second half or the other half of the year. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. I could see that. Like almost like I have seasonal networks, like you have like on Sirius XM, you have like the Christmas station, and then once it's not Christmas time anymore, that station just gets taken over by a different thing. I could see something like that. I don't know how that would even work, but I could see something like that. Yeah, let me actually check who's streaming the USFL Championship right now. Let's see. Why do the TV networks do only a few preseason games? Starters don't play. Ratings are probably not great. You have other events to air. It costs money to send crews and whatnot to the games. Plus, I don't know if you would have the announcing crews necessarily. Like NFL Network, they just simulcast the games. But like for ESPN, you have to send your crews over, and I'm not sure you have enough crews to do a game every single day. You don't have 4 crews responsible for the NFL. Let's see, who's live streaming the USFL Championship? All right, I see someone doing it faceless. I see another person doing it. I think there's 3 people doing it right now. It's me and then 2 other guys. Me and 2 other guys are doing it. One of them doesn't have a face on it. The other person has a stuffed animal dog in the background. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Yeah, Yacht Rock Radio, yeah, I love that station. It gets a bit repetitive, but I do like that station. I don't love the Good Vibration station. I don't like that. I don't get the appeal of the Good Vibration station. That's a 3rd and 5 coming up. You're welcome. I love providing the coverage. I love doing this. So 3rd and 5, ball at the 37-yard line. You have to think Pittsburgh, if they don't get the first down here, Pittsburgh will call a timeout. We'll see what happens here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left. Birmingham with 2 timeouts. Don't know why I didn't update that. They go about 15 yards on the last play. Another stoppage in the action. Not sure what this is about just yet. And timeout by Pittsburgh. So there's something they didn't like. They got 1 timeout left. That could be a costly timeout because, remember, Birmingham doesn't get the first down here. You figure Pittsburgh will call timeout, but then you have no timeouts to drive the length of the field with 2 minutes left. Then again, based on Horton's clock management skills, as we saw last week with gestures broadly at everything, I don't know if he would even call timeout after this. I don't know. This is prime dumb decisions area. I've not seen the tree video yet, but I have to take a look. I've been so busy with the move and whatnot, I have no time to watch other content with anyone just yet. Flemlo's not streaming now. Flemlo's not streaming this one. Who goes number 1 overall in an 04 redraft? Big Ben. Big Ben. 3rd and 5. Mago fires. First down to Sternberger. To the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Stiff arm to the 35, to the 30. Down to the 28-yard line. Jay Sternberger sending Eli Walker to the shadow realm. And it's a first down for the Stallions. Gain of about 30 yards on the play. Jay Sternberger. He was going to win that battle. Bless his heart. Bless Eli Walker's heart. He had no chance there against Jay Sternberger. Down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. Stallions in business. They rush 4. Fires. Over the middle. The ball's caught at the 20. Down at the 16-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Catch there made by LaMichael Petway. His first grab of the day. Gain of 12 yards on the play. Stallions in the red zone. Now they can think about the clock. You don't want to give Pittsburgh a chance. Get the ball back. Time is on issue. You got 2 timeouts. Take your time. I don't know why you're going no huddle. There is no reason to go no huddle here. Take your time. You can take your time here. Thoughts on Dan Snyder? Thank God he's gone. I don't think anyone has a good word to say about Snyder, and rightfully so. Mago going to keep it himself after faking the handoff. Mago with the hurdle! Mago with the hurdle down to the 11-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on the play. Clock is running. Birmingham has 2 timeouts. Again, no reason to call it just yet. If LeBron went to college, will the Cavs take Darko? I think they would probably take Melo. I think they would take Melo. I don't think they would take Darko. Mago trying the hurdle, trying to do it all. Brought down by Tazzino. 43 seconds. Mago, play action. Scrambles to his weak side. Now going to fire. That ball is caught. Was he inbounds? Was he inbounds? He was. He was inbounds. Deion Kane. Gain of 8 on the play. And this is a masterful drive by Birmingham, doing a great job managing the clock, making sure that no matter what happens here, Pittsburgh will not have enough time to score or mount a drive. It was the problem that Pittsburgh faced in the last game against Michigan. Remember, they went way too quickly in the fourth quarter of that one, and Michigan was able to drive down the field and kick a field goal with no time left in regulation. Love your stream. Thank you so much for that, Shane. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lot of fun. Again, we got 15 NFL preseason games coming up in August as well. First and goal. Play clock is at 0. They do get it off. Slant route. That ball is caught. That ball is caught by Deion Kane. House of Kane right there. I don't know why that clock was at 0, but we have a touchdown on the play. Birmingham back-to-back touchdown drives. Mago is on fire. 6 touchdown passes in the last 6 quarters of playoff football. And Birmingham up by 7 as we have an 11:40 from Michael Hodel. Holy cow, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Let me put your name in there once again. Take the all caps off. A masterful drive there by the Stallions, managing the clock. 31 seconds left. Let me do some quick math here. It's to 51 even. Thank you so much for that. I don't know if you said anything about this or not, but do you have the ability to watch multiple games this season with your new studio for when you stream? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that is going to come in handy for the Monday Night Football doubleheader games. That is going to come in tremendous handy. I hate the idea of doubleheader. By the way, the extra point was good. The extra point was good. 14-6. I hate the idea of Monday Night Football doubleheader. I hate it so much. I did a video about it back in 2004 about that, why that was a stupid idea. But it's going to come in handy because I will have the ability to stream both games at the same time. Be like Kevin Harlan with the Chiefs and the Patriots broadcast. I'm going to call both games for those. So when that happens, we'll do that. We can do NFL preseason. We can do double streaming there. I have 4 monitors. So I have a giant monitor. I have like a 65-inch TV. I have that in there. And I have 3 TVs mounted beneath it. And I have my 49-inch monitor to do it. So again, right now I'm doing all this on my laptop. It's going to be a way more professional setup when we get the studio in T-minus 9 days. What would Magic and Josh Harris have to do to somehow be worse owners than Snyder? They would have to commit crimes against humanity to do that. They really would have to commit crimes against humanity. Would I ever do a video about the NBC non-broadcasting team for the NFL game between the Jets and Dolphins? So here's the thing. I sort of did a video on that already. I did a video on the year after that when the Jets and Browns played in 1981 and they experimented with a one-announcer game. Jets-Dolphins, the announcerless game, I probably wouldn't do a video on that because ESPN did a segment on that already. They did like a 10-minute SportsCenter documentary on that. I think you can find that on YouTube. There's nothing I can add that hasn't been said on that already. I talked a lot about it in the 81 Jets-Browns video. Is my studio office really? No, my studio is a second bedroom converted to an office space. The second studio is 5 feet from me. I just walk through a door. It's 5 feet from me. I don't have to commute or anything. I can just, basically I roll out of bed, I look at all these autographed memorabilia and these monitors. I'm like, oh, I'm in heaven. This is where I get to work every day. It's crazy. Once it's all done. Yeah, let's see that. They're showing the replay again. Was that play clock at 0? I thought that clock was at 0. It's been at 0 a few times today. Okay, actually, no, that was fine. Usually you get about a second delay after 0. That was fine. That was a bit after that. You get a bit of leeway. Controversial call, but you get a bit of leeway. Will they survive next season? I think so. I mean, they said they're selling tickets for 2024 already, so yeah. Kickoff is fielded by Simmons at the 14-yard line. To the 25. Pancake block to the 30, to the 35. Simmons has some room. Simmons goes down to the 37-yard line. 25 seconds left. Pittsburgh has a timeout. So we'll see how they want to play this. Again, remember, Birmingham gets the ball to start the second half. Chris Blewett hit a 59-yard field goal last week against Michigan. You figure he could try a 60-yard field goal if it comes down to it. 1st and 10, the 37-yard line. You get about 20 yards here. You can attempt a field goal. You can attempt a field goal. If I could steal a rival player for your team from each sport, who would I take? Henry for the Jags, so I wouldn't have to worry about him. Yeah, I would say that. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Williams, as far as quick pass, can he get out of bounds? He does. So good play there. Get him 6 yards. Catch made by Hyman down to the 43-yard line. Last week against Michigan, I felt the Maulers resembled the Steelers with how they won the game. Didn't tune in as I didn't think you had the time for a live stream. My bad. Good to be back. Thank you so much. You know, I wasn't originally going to live stream last week, but I was like, you know what? Why not? I can't do it in the new studio, but we can do it. Why not? And I'm so glad I did because that game was so much fun. That game was so much fun. 2nd and 4, 20 seconds left. Empty backfield. Williams. 4 wide. They rush 4. Williams feels the pressure. He's got to get rid of it over the middle. That ball is incomplete. Intended target on the play was Trey Walker, the man who got called for unnecessary roughness in the first quarter. 14 seconds left. 3rd and 4 at the 43-yard line. We'll see how they want to play this. You might, you know what you could do here? You might call a draw play here, get the first down, call timeout, and then just call everything to the sideline. That throw well behind Walker. Not an easy play. I think you call a draw play here. I honestly think if I'm the Maulers, I'm calling a draw play here. QB draw, something like that. Just get the first down, then call the timeout. Just pick up the 4 yards. Then you can worry about getting the 10 or 15 yards you need for the Chris Blewett field goal attempt. They're going to try a quick pass, so I think it's the job done, but it is well underthrown. Incomplete, intended target on the play. Or I should say batted down, rather, by Nate Brooks. Right idea there. Nice quick out route, quick play, but you got to throw it quicker than that. He just floated that one. There was a flag on the play, though. There is a flag on this play. 10 seconds left. And batted down there by Nate Brooks. What is this penalty? After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on Birmingham. Oh, a critical penalty going against the Stallions. They were going to be up 14-6 at the half. Now bring them up 15 yards to the 42-yard line. And Pittsburgh has a timeout, so they can use the middle of the field here. I mean, I don't know if he said anything, but he wasn't pointing. If that's on Brooks, I mean, come on, what are we doing here? He wasn't pointing at a player. Did he say something? I honestly don't know. The Walker one at least made sense. He punched a guy. What was the thing there? Quick pass, that ball is caught down to the 36-yard line. Catch there made by Matt Seibert, his first grab of the day. 5 seconds left. They call their final timeout. Send on Chris Blewett for what will be a 53-yard field goal attempt. That was a bizarre penalty. Did he say anything? Did Nate Brooks say anything on that one? Because he didn't taunt. He didn't point at a guy. He just pointed to the end zone. There was no one there. I think in a situation like that, unless he said something, and again, I'm watching this with no audio. Unless he said something, you just let him play. That was a bizarre penalty. And that could give the Maulers 3 points here. Yeah, if Blue misses his field goal, it means nothing. But that could be absolutely huge. I don't know about that one. I really don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. All right. Here we go. He hit it from 59 yards last week. 53-yard kick here. Final play. 55-yard kick, rather. Final play of the first half. Kick is up. It's got the distance. It's straight enough. It's long enough. And it is good. Chris Blewett. 55 yards. 3 for 3 on the day. And Birmingham, after a costly penalty, only leads by 5 at the half. Although they do get the ball to start off. That unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is going to be talked about a lot afterwards if this game turns out to mean something. But we are at the half. The Stallions leading by 5. Pittsburgh looking to pull off a gigantic upset, one of the biggest upsets in pro football history. Birmingham looking to win their second straight title. 14-9 at the half. Oh yeah, so rival players. I would take Henry. For the NBA, as a Suns fan, who do I take? Take Anthony Davis. Give some help down low. And for baseball, Clayton Kershaw. I'll take Kershaw. We have a $4.99 from Isaac Hobbs. Thank you so much for that. Let me get your name in there. Sup, JG9, chilling in Oahu at my in-laws' apartment. Oh, I'm so jealous. I love Hawaii. I went there in 2012 and it just had a blast. Such a beautiful place. Can't wait for the studio reveal and future streams in there. Yeah, it's going to be fun. July 10th, we are unveiling it. And that is for real. That is legit. That is not tentative. That is completely 100% legit. We are revealing the studio July 10th. That is a done deal. That is a finalized date. All the construction will be done on that Wednesday. So we will unveil it that Monday because I figure, nothing's happening in sports that Monday. So let's do that. Thank you so much, and hopefully you're having a great time in Oahu. Hopefully you're having a great time there. Let's see. According to Brandon Comeback Period, Daryl Johnson's vision is to have all 8 teams in their home markets before any expansion. Exactly 2025 the earliest. I think the Gamblers don't survive. I think I'd be shocked if they survive. You already have a spring football team there with the Roughnecks, and they're already playing in their home city. It's a competitive market. I don't think the Gamblers survive. Worked at a hotel in downtown New Orleans 20 years ago. John Elway came to the hotel for an event. This was a few years after he retired, and my God, I couldn't believe how big it was in real life. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hopefully he was nice. Hopefully he tipped well. Thoughts on the Lakers? Obviously, the signs I think have been fantastic. Yeah, I like what they've done. Austin Reeves, I think that is a bargain of a contract. The contract for Austin Reeves, considering the contracts that all these other guys are making, I mean, he's making, $12 million a year? That's nothing. That's a heck of a deal. I like what the Lakers are doing, unfortunately. They're building a nice bench. D'Angelo Russell, you got a good starting 5. You got a good starting 5 now. Holy cow. Bringing him back. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Chris Blue, he will get an opportunity. I don't know if he's gonna make a roster, but he will get an opportunity. Man, Cliff Capella, NGM Grand during the Summer League. That's awesome. Hopefully he was nice. I can't imagine how big he was. I can't imagine. Would I talk about the worst divisional round in 95 for Colts and Chiefs regarding field goal attempts from both kickers or 06 LaDainian Tomlinson? All right, so Lynn Elliott, I feel like that's a bit too well known. 06 Tomlinson, I would get copyright claimed in a heartbeat on that. I would get copyright stricken in a heartbeat. The NFL has done a lot of videos on 06 Tomlinson. They've talked about Tomlinson before. There's nothing I can really add on that unless I find a bizarre story with that. Colts Chiefs, look, Lynn Elliott's a bit too well known. So I plan on streaming the Ravens-Titans London game and the Germany games. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with the Germany games. That's a good question. Because I'm not doing the primetime games. I'm not doing those. The problem with doing a Ravens-Titans game or any of the Germany games, the problem with that is that I have to set everything up for when my friends come over to watch the NFL, and for my own thing, I have to set up all the monitors in a different room. I don't watch the NFL in my office. I have in my living room, I have a bunch of TVs, more than 4. I set everything up. So I got to make sure I can do that. Plus, if the game runs long, I don't miss a snap of Jaguars football. That's the one thing. I will never miss a snap of Jaguars football. I don't know if I can pull that off. I'll see. I also have to check noise-wise, because if I can do... problem is that it is 6:30 in the morning where I am, and I'm not sure... Granted, I don't have a neighbor next to me in the office. It's next to a staircase, which is really, really nice, but I don't know if I can be yelling like this. A dumb decision happens at 6:30 in the morning. I don't know if I can do that. First ever favorite player. I'd say Leftwich. Leftwich and LeBrandon Tofield. I would say Leftwich and LeBrandon Tofield. Maybe just do red zone for the time when the Jags aren't on. I'm not sure what I could add to red zone that you wouldn't get from the broadcast anyway. Like, I'm not sure what I could, because I'm not the one controlling everything. The Jags aren't all. I'm probably just gonna relax. I'm probably just gonna watch the games in there. Yeah, I only have highlights of LT for the Jets just because it was a quicker video to do. That was also when I did highlight videos. I don't do those anymore. I did the highlight videos as a way to supplement the channel to do the history videos because I knew there was always going to be more for the highlight videos, but I needed people to watch the history videos, so I did it as both. And I never wanted to do the highlight vids. The highlight vids was like, okay, once I get to that point, I'm going to be good to go. So that's what that was about. That's exactly what that was about. Chargers, there are so many videos on him from 06, and the NFL has uploaded just about every highlight from him from 06, that if I were to post a video, I couldn't make any money off of it. There's no way I could. Massive crush on Andre Johnson. Interesting. But there are worse players. If Asante Samuel didn't drop that pick, would there even be a debate on who the greatest team of all time is? Oh, 07. Look, 07 Pats, if they finished the deal, there's no debate. If the 07 Pats finished the deal, there's no debate. Are the Lakers set for when LeBron retires? I don't know about that, but I mean, they're building a heck of a roster. I don't know if they're set yet for when LeBron retires, but they're in a good spot. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do for sure for the NFL, we are doing every Monday night game. We are doing the Thursday night games for the first half of the year. The second half, I have no clue. Once we do the time zone difference, I don't know if I can do the second half of the year. First half we're doing. I want to see how that goes. We are doing the Sunday night games. We are doing special games like Saturday games and whatnot. We are doing preseason games. A lot of games come up. The exciting part, though, about all this is that at halftime... Oh, yeah, no, I'm doing live stream, for primetime games, The Germany games, the international, I don't think I can do. But Monday night we're doing, Thursday night we're doing, Sunday night we're doing. Not Bengals, Jaguars. No Jaguars games. I will never stream a Jaguars game. I will never in my life stream a Jaguars game. Never in my life will I do that. It would be a boring stream. It would not be fun for me. It would not be fun for you guys. It would just be a boring stream because I don't talk during Jaguars games. I can't do this during a Jags game. I can't be like Rossi talking during the Packers game. I just stay silent for the most part and just yell every now and then. I couldn't do that. But I will say this. The beauty about all of this is that when we eventually start these streams for the NFL in the regular season, we are going to do live NFL trivia during halftime. So that is the exciting part. I have to set it up. We're going to test run in the preseason for fun. We're going to test run it for fun in the preseason. But how it's going to work, if all goes according to plan, we're going to have these donations, so all your donations, 30% goes to YouTube. So anything you donate, 30% of it goes to YouTube directly. So YouTube takes a 30% cut. So let's say you donate $100 in a stream, which would be incredible. Thank you so much if you do that. But $30 of that, I don't see. YouTube gets that. I would keep 50% for the first half. And the other 20% would go to whoever wins the live trivia game at halftime. We will still have JG9 Live on Wednesday nights. This is not taken away from JG9 Live whatsoever. But we're going to do live trivia at halftime of games. Yeah, get a Grossi rate during halftime with the trivia. Oh, that could be insane. But how it would work is I think we're going to do 12 questions. 4 on one of the teams playing, 4 on one of the other teams playing, and 4 on matchup history with those teams. Highest score wins. And you get 20% of all the donations we make during the first half of that game. Which I don't know what it's going to be like. But it could potentially be a lot of money. So we're going to do that at halftime. Because the thing with Grossi also is that Grossi, he doesn't stream at halftime. Grossi, he does his raids at halftime. I go straight through. So At halftime, there will be entertainment. We will have live NFL halftime trivia for cash prizes during the regular season. And what it would be is you type the number in the chat, and like I don't know how the system works, but you type the number of the answer in the chat, and it automatically messages that and whatnot. But just over to your ability. Thank you so much. $5 donation from Michael Hodel. Trust me, you're gonna see what this building is gonna look like, and it's gonna blow your mind. I promise you that. It's gonna blow your mind. Promise you that. Yeah, 6 months from the Hamlin incident. That's crazy. Crazy. I remember that vividly. So we're gonna be live streaming that. I think people are talking about Luis. I think people are absolutely talking about Luis. I watched SportsCenter the other day, and they did every at bat. They did every at bat. They showed him what his average was. People are talking about that. They're absolutely talking about that. So you only went to the fan event for keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Oh no, I love Grossi. Haven't seen person? Oh, he was amazing. Look, Tom Grossi, heart of gold. No one deserves the success that he has more than him. No one does this. No one has the success more. No one deserves success more than he does. He is incredible. I don't know how he's still alive. I don't know how he's still functioning. He's working on no sleep. He is amazing. He was so appreciative of me. We talked for a lot. He was having a blast the whole time. It was a great fan event, and I met a lot of really good people at the fan event. I met some people that I call friends now, which is awesome. So thank you so much. If you were at the fan event, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And yeah, it was a fun day. A really, really fun day. All right. Second half is underway. Fielded at the 2-yard line by Deion Kane. Kane to the 25. Kane to the 30. Kane to the 35. Kane to the 40. Cuts back. He's at the 47-yard line, but there was a flag on the play. So this is probably getting called back. POV, you're walking up the staircase and JJ is really when he witnesses a dumb decision. You probably wonder what's going on. Like why are you screaming? Why are you banging on a table? I'm like, no, don't worry. It's all an act. It's all an act. Don't worry. This was in Scottsdale. This was in Old Town Scottsdale. I think it was at SIP. Was it SIP, I think was the name of the place? See where they mark this. Let's see, a lot of questions. 12 questions to be allowed for halftime. Twitch user speeds and benchmark also do trivia during halftime. They only do 7. The thing is that the Twitch rounds usually, and I show the scores at halftime. I wouldn't do that for this. The Twitch rounds themselves usually take about 10 minutes. It's usually about a minute per question, so I don't think it'd be too bad. And plus, 1 o'clock games, I have to watch how he does it. But 1 o'clock games are different because halftime's at different times for everything. But for this, there's only 1 game. So we'll figure out a way to make it work. And we'll test run this. We're going to test run in the preseason. Don't worry. We are not going in blind on this one. But go. They rush 4. Fires after clutching a few times. Ball's caught. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Caught by Marable. Brought down by Tazzino. Gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up. Birmingham only touched the ball 3 times in that first half, but 2 of those drives, the last 2 touchdown passes by Mago. See the replay angle route by Mago to Marable. Gain of 4, but nice discipline there by Tazzino. Makes the tackle. Oh yeah, the best video that Grossi's ever made was the Jordan Love reaction. By far. If Washington, Minnesota, and NFC Championship was best of 7, would game 1 be the closest it got? Probably. I think so. I think Washington was so much better than the Vikings that year. Handoff goes to Person, his first carry of the game. Person to the 20 and goes out of bounds at the 34-yard line, I should say. I don't know why I said the 20. 34-yard line, getting a 13 on the play, good enough for a first down. Birmingham got back to ball on the holding penalty, but they get a bit of breathing room here. The Colts were the worst team in 97 with a 3-13 record, did defeat a team that made the playoffs here with a score of 41-0. Yeah, crazy. Jaguars 1-15 beat a playoff team week 1. Chasing high cookouts. Yeah, if anyone's ever in Arizona, just let me know. I love interacting with fans. Low snap, but it's fielded by Person. Person at the 40 to the 45. He gets the first down, take it down at midfield. Ricky Person, 2 carries today, already 27 yards, gets to midfield, good enough for a first down. Oh no, there's not going to be any off-topic gossip. We're going to test run this tremendously for this. We're going to do some preseason games for fun. We're going to do preseason games for fun where we're going to look at the we're going to try the trivia. We're not going to give away any money during those, but we're just going to test run like time-wise. What's the limit? 1st and 10, handoff. He's still going. He is still going. Carry that pile forward. Ricky Person. Gain of 9, all the way down to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up. Will the Vikings do the worst thing that ever make the Super Bowl if they beat Washington? 79 Rams, probably. I think they would have been worse. Handoff once again goes to Person. Person gets the first down to the 37-yard line. Ricky Person, 4 straight carries after not touching the ball in that first half, and he is making the Maulers pay. And now he comes off getting a much-needed and much well-deserved break. 40 yards on the last 4 plays by Person. This is a good sign for Birmingham, not just the fact they're moving the ball like this, but that Mago has only thrown 1 pass on this drive. Everything else, been the running backs. Quite the personality. He's here all week, folks. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Handoff goes to Marable. Marable breaks a tackle. He's got a hole. Marable to the 30. Marable to the 25 and down at the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's run defense has no answers whatsoever. Eli Walker brings him down eventually, but not before a gain of 13 and good enough for a Birmingham first down. Ground and pound. Should the NCAA get rid of overtime? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Did Grossi show you his broken elbow from when he slammed to the table? We did not get to see that, but I think the scabs were cleared up by that point. We can all be your neighbors. That'd be nice. 1st and 10, handoff goes to Marable. Marable's got a hole. Marable to the 20. Marable eventually brought down at the 20. Can't escape that tackle. Brought down the play by Arnold Tarpley, but they're in the red zone. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, the nice thing about this for Birmingham, Alex Mago is 1 for 1 with 4 yards. Everything else is the run game. This is why Birmingham is the best team in the USFL. They can beat you on the ground. They can beat you through the air. When will they try the play action? They've called quite a few runs. I think 6 or 7 runs in a row. Got to be sent on play action at some point. They don't call play action, but they do call a pass. Going end zone. He's got a man. Back shoulder throw. Touchdown. Deon Kane. House of Kane, his 2nd touchdown grab of the day. And the Stallions score 3 straight touchdowns. Alex Mago, what do you know? 83-yard drive after an 85-yard drive last time. His 3rd touchdown pass of the day. His 7th touchdown pass of this postseason. The 8th touchdown he's been responsible for this postseason. 1-on-1 coverage between him and number 5, Keith Gibson Jr. A nice back shoulder throw. Did he get the 2nd foot in? Looks like he did from that angle. We're going to see it again. 20-9 ball game. Birmingham with their largest lead of the game if this stands. Let's see the replay. 1st foot is in, clearly. 2nd foot, yeah, there's separation. You can see some yellow. You can see some yellow in between the white. That is clearly a touchdown. Taking a look at it, but he got the 2nd foot in. Remember, you need 2 feet in bounds. It's not the XFL. You only need 1. NFL rules. There is separation. You can see some yellow. That's a touchdown. 20-9 ball game. Alex Mago, a man on a mission. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, if the Stallions win this game, we know who the MVP is. We know who that is. Dark horse pick for an MLB playoff team this year. Look, I'm not giving up hope on the Cardinals just yet. I'm not giving up hope on the Cards. It's going to be tough, but that division is so bad. That division is just so bad. Tigers, for the most part, have been playing pretty decent. I mean, when they get cold, they get really cold, but I'm not giving up the Cards just yet to win that division. I'm not giving up. Extra point is up by Aubrey, and it is good. Right down the middle, 10:29 left. The Stallions leading this one by 12. Each team has scored 3 times today. Birmingham, 3 touchdowns. Pittsburgh, 3 field goals. With that, I mean, it's not hard to see who's winning this game and why that is the case. Alex Miguel or AJ McCarron? In terms of Spring League or for NFL? For NFL, I'm taking McCarron. His mechanics are better. But in terms of Spring League, I like Miguel better because he can run. He's a dual threat. He's got a bit more of a cannon of an arm. So for Spring League, I like Miguel better. For NFL, I like McCarron better. If I ever hit the lottery, JG and let's say 20 people I know would love to see me from this community would be flown out to Ohio. We'll do a big cookout. That'd be awesome. Excluding the 1999-2000 divisional round debacle against the Jags, was the 41-0 loss to the Colts the worst defeat in Jimmy Johnson's NFL head coaching career? I would say so. I would also say week 1 in 89 against the Saints when they got shut out. It's funny because the story from that game was Jerry Jones asked people in the press box, like, can I cheer if we score before the game? And they never even scored. The White Sox to make it interesting. Is this year's South Central the tightest division race ever? I wouldn't say that just yet. I wouldn't say that. Why did BCS on Fox happen? Money talks with the ratings. Why was it so short? Because then the BCS died. Was that the Rays Z-backs game where Josh Lowe got the game-winning hit in the 9th? Not a happy way to end the night. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go to that game because I had some work in the studio, and I had to work on that. But I was like, it's a Zach Davies game. We're not gonna win this game, so I'm not even gonna bother. Then I was like, Davies played well. Carson Kelly got an RBI. I'm like, what is going on? And then Scott McGuff. Look, I love the guy. I'm not sure he's a closer. I love the guy in middle relief. I don't know if he can close out games. I don't know. And then you have Pavin Smith brought on as the pinch hitter. Are you kidding? He just looks at 3 strikes. Thank God he's in Reno now. Thank God he's gone. Thank God he might not come back. Thank God. They did the BCS for the final 4 games. I don't know why. Kickoff is fielded by Simmons to the 20-yard line. Short kick to the 35. Simmons to the 40. Simmons to the hole to the 45. Out of bounds to the 48-yard line. Eventually brought down by Elijah Sullivan, the linebacker. But a 27-yard return on a short kick. So Pittsburgh going to have a good field position here. I'm not surprised though. D-backs took 1 out of 3 from the Rays. I would have taken that, honestly. I wanted to win the series, obviously, but I would have taken 1 out of 3. You got Brandon Pfaadt and Zach Davies starting 2 of the games against the best team in the AL, and Zach Allen starting 1. Figure, okay, win the Gallen start, lose the Pfaadt and the Davies start. Now, the way that we lost the Davies start, not happy about that, but that went about as I expected. 1st and 10, the 48-yard line. Big drive here for the Maulers. Handoff goes to Groshek. Groshek to the 50. Groshek to the 45. Gets the first down. Bowls his way forward to the 40. Down at the 37-yard line. So a nice run there by Groshek. Gets into Birmingham territory. Gain of 15 yards on the play. Good enough for a first down. Will the Royals win the AL West this season? There is so much wrong with that statement. There is so much wrong with that. So I'm just going to say no. Susie Gang it feels wrong, but look, at the end of the day, she only really worked the big events in Miami football. She's unfortunately replaceable. People are watching that regardless of who is doing that. So, it makes sense. 1st and 10. Dropped on the slant route. Troy Williams to Ismail Hyman. That ball is dropped. That connection has not been there today. Gone to Hyman a few times. Not a great day, though, for Hyman so far. Will the worst natty of all time prior to TCU, Georgia, Florida, Nebraska? Probably say Florida. That game back in the 90s. That was terrible. I always say, look, there's no reason why the NFL Live crew can't do Monday Night Countdown. There's no reason why they can't do that. 2nd and 10. 0 on the play clock. They do get it off. Handoff up the middle. down to the 32-yard line. It is Dwayne Gary, his first carry of the game. Trey, you're for Stephen Kwan. I mean, maybe they just looked at what happened today. Maybe they just saw what happened today. Have I seen what's going on Twitter? I have, but I don't want to keep doing it because I don't want to reach my limit. 3rd and 5. It's so stupid. 32-yard line. Handoff goes to Groshek, so you figure 4 down territory, but he can't even get back to the line. He cannot even get back to the line. You run the ball there to force 4 down territory, but they don't even get to the line. Will they go for it here? If you live in an area with bad air quality, stay indoors if you can. You have to go outside, mask up. You have to go outside, mask up to protect yourself and protect your lungs. Elon's just an idiot. I have an idea. We need advertisers on Twitter, so let's limit the number of tweets that people can see. Genius move. All right, Blue going to try a 50-yard field goal, hit from 55 at the end of the first half. This one from 51 yards out. 1 second on the play clock. Do they get it off? They do. Kick is up. Chris blew it. He's not blowing it tonight. He's 4 for 4. It's a one-possession game. 21-12 ball game. Chris blew it. 4 for 4 on the day. All of Pittsburgh's points. That drop slant pass on 2nd down. That was the killer. Do I ever attend high school games? No. I did attend when I was in high school. I worked the high school football games. I did the stats in the booth. So there were 2 professors there. There was one guy doing he was doing like the PA. Another guy was working on the soundboard and whatnot, the PA system. And I would be up there providing the stats and being like, okay, who made the tackle and whatnot, which was a lot of fun. It was also painful because our high school had the genius idea, let's have black jerseys with dark red numbers and no outlines on the numbers. And then let's play a game on a Friday night. Let's play a blackout game. Try making out any number with that. Black jerseys, red numbers, no outline, dark red numbers in pitch black. Good luck. Oh, BCS playoff error. Okay, so I can't do Florida and Nebraska. Texas USC was pretty bad. No. I'd say Bama Notre Dame, I'd say was the worst. That was just a terrible game. Who'd be a worse Twitter owner, Elon Musk or Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs, as bad as he would be, I feel like he wouldn't be dumb enough to limit the number of tweets that people could see. I feel like he would know to make money, you need people on your website. Like going to high school games because there are no TV commercial breaks and it's quarters of 12 minutes, so games don't last more than 2 hours tops. That's nice, yeah. The problem, though, with high school is when you have a quarterback that can't throw the ball and the clock stops on everything, and halftime's like 30 minutes. Coolest looking cactus in Arizona? I have no idea. I am not one with nature. Yeah, literally anyone could be a better owner at this point than Musk. Anyone at this point. This is such a dumb move on his part. 21-12 ball game, 7:45 left. We have now 70 people watching this live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we are doing this live stream for 15 preseason games next year. We are doing this live stream for every NFL primetime game this year, and we got videos coming up on NFL history. So if you are here, make sure to hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video like the one that came out a few hours ago. That kickoff is muffed by Kane, field at the 12-yard line, or 10-yard line, and he goes down the 25-yard line, slips, and eventually brought down by Madre London at the 29-yard line. So an interesting sequence there. Birmingham going to get at the 29-yard line. 3 drives. 3 touchdowns. Alex McGo, 3 touchdown passes. With Chiefs versus score with Chiefs. Is Notre Dame football the most overrated team in all college sports? On a year-to-year basis, I would say Texas is more overrated. On a year-to-year basis. In the play, when they're actually good, I'd say Notre Dame, yeah. I would say so. Playoff games, yeah. I won't do the Super Bowl, but I will live stream playoff games. Not Jaguar games, but I will live stream playoff games, but not the Super Bowl. I will not live stream the Super Bowl. 1st and 10, 29-yard line. Mago going to take it himself. Up the middle to the 33-yard line. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Mago not afraid of contact whatsoever. Tried hurling a guy earlier in this game. Have a bad connection probably because of the water keeps going in and out. That stinks. But welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having fun, Barbara, and thank you for tuning in for every single stream. What if Elon Musk going to an NFL team? It would be a train wreck. He would get into so many feuds. It would not be good. It would not be good. I don't even think they would allow him to own a team. 2nd down, they motion Marable outside. Mago, clean pocket, fires on the fly. He's got his man to the 40. Tries to hurdle Davion Davis. I don't know what he was trying to hurdle because you're just going out of bounds anyway. But either way, gain of 11 on the play. 1st down. Thoughts on Mike Brown and the Bengals? He's finally not being cheap, which is good to see. It took him about 30 years, but he finally realized, hey, if I spend money, I can actually win games. Yeah, Miami, Nebraska's up there. Miami, Nebraska's absolutely up there. 1st down at the 44-yard line. And for the 11-yard gain by Davis. Mago. Got 3 wide on the far side. Play action. Mago escapes the sack. He's going to run the middle to the 50. Slides down at the 48-yard line. Into Pittsburgh territory once again. Gain of 8 on the play. Every single drive that Birmingham has had has gone to Pittsburgh territory. I'm also just realizing that the championship logo looks like a QR code. It looks like the USFL teams have a QR code on their jerseys, but that's just the championship logo. See, I'm fine with no edit button because you can see how that can get terribly misused. You can see how an edit button can get terribly misused. I have no problem with the fact there's no edit button. 2nd and 1. Handoff up the middle goes to Marable. He's got the 1st down to the 44-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards on the play. Good enough for a 1st down with 5:43 left. It's a 1-possession game right now. Remember, you can go for 3 in the USFL. This will be a nice drive here for Birmingham if they can get their 4th straight touchdown, or even just a field goal to cut it or make it a 2-possession game. 2nd worst Super Bowl of all time. I think 24 was the worst. I'm going to say it's either 20 or 29. I'm going to say 20. 1st and 10. Mago. Screen pass. Behind his target. Incomplete pass intended for Marable. Throw well behind him. Pittsburgh forced the pressure, but again, it was a screen pass. Got to hit that throw. Incomplete. No, that was not the 2nd worst Super Bowl ever. Seattle-Pittsburgh. That was close enough that you can't call it the 2nd worst ever. With how many bad games there have been? 48, 20, 29, 24. With how many bad games there have been? 2, 11. I can't call that the worst ever. 35? No way. 53, now that was close at least. That was close. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mago fires in the flat. That ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Tipped at the line. Interesting decisions there by Birmingham with 4:40 left. Birmingham is moving the ball all day running. Granted, Mago's played lights out. But 1st and 2nd down, they opt to throw. And now you can't run here. You have to throw it here. So they abandon the running game here. Worst owner of Twitter. Caillou would ban hate speech, but his hate speech would be any words, literally any words that aren't praising him. So I'd probably say Caillou would be the worst owner. He'll just cry at everything he sees. 3rd and 10. They rush 3. Mago all day to throw, fires over the middle. Low throw called by Sternberger. Sternberger at the 31-yard line. They opt not to rush Mago. They say, you know what? We're not going to let you beat us with your legs if we send guys. We're going to just let you stand in the pocket. It's a gain of 13 on the play. Sternberger makes the grab. He's had a pretty good game so far. The former Texas A&M man. With 3:40 left in the 3rd quarter, Birmingham is in field goal range. Is 53 the worst close Super Bowl? We're talking within 2 possessions. I mean, technically 33 was within 2 possessions, but yeah, I would say within 10 points, yes. Within 10 it was. Handoff goes to Marable. Marable to the 25-yard line, goes down to 24. Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up. 2nd and 3 coming up. They have no answers right now for this running game. This Birmingham running game has 120 rushing yards on 7.5 yards per carry. That run by Marable actually lowered their average, and it was again a 7. Lowered their average. That's a championship winning formula right there. Second down, they motion Sternberger. McGo hands it off, goes to Marable. Marable's got a hold to the 20, to the 15, to the 10-yard line. Still going down to the 9-yard line before he's brought down by Arnold Tarpley. Not before a gain of 15 yards and good enough for a first down. First and goal at the 9. Pittsburgh's opportunity was 3rd and 10. They gave McGo all day to throw. And he hit Sternberger, and ever since then, Birmingham has been driving this ball down the field. I don't remember door episodes. I don't remember like individual episodes. I just remember there was a map, there was a fox, there was a troll. I don't remember individual episodes. First and goal at the 9. They get the snap over 1 second left. Handoff goes to Person. Person stumbles a bit. It was a bit of a low exchange, a bit of a low snap, so they couldn't get going all the way. Loss of 3 rather, I should say. Second and goal coming up. 1:55 left in the third quarter of action. Again, right now, this is a 1-possession game. You can go for 3 in the USFL. We saw it last week. New Orleans got a 3-point conversion against Birmingham. Late in garbage time with that one. Just poor blocking there. Matt Caskey, the guard, number 63. Couldn't engage with his blocker there. Snap was all out of sorts. Second goal. The first negative run by Person today. Second goal. McGo going to fire on the run. This guy's ran the flat. Incomplete pass dropped by Deion Kane. Bit of a low throw, but a catch you got to make. Either way, 3rd and goal at the 12. Oh, yeah, I always said, as Person is down, the first injured player, pain in his leg, it looks like. So we have a bit of a break in the action with 122. The one thing I did say, I think the XFL quality is better than the USFL quality. Although I did say this. Kicking, a lot better this year in the USFL than it was last year. Now, 56 was Bengals-Rams. The quality was a lot better this year, kicking was. And the one thing that was definitely better in the USFL versus the XFL, the running game is miles better in the USFL. Run blocking is tremendously better. Quarterback play is better in the XFL, but the running game is way better in the USFL. All right, is the Saints ambush onside kick a top 10 Super Bowl play in your opinion? Let me think about this. So what am I putting above there? Okay. What am I putting on that list? Harrison pick 6, no particular order. Harrison pick 6, Holmes touchdown, Tyree catch. I can't put Philly on there. I think that's a bit overrated. I can't put Philly on there. I would say Malcolm Butler pick is up there. I would say Scott Norwood missed field goal is in the mix. Joe Montana touchdown, Super Bowl 23. John Riggins 4th down and 1. Marcus Allen's crazy run, although granted that game was well out of reach at that point. Yeah, I would say top 10. I would say top 10. Another thing I would say top 10 play all time in Super Bowl history. We have 90 people watching this stream now. The numbers are only going up again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you missed it, we had a video that just dropped today on JG9 about NFL history. Eagles video, the controversy with the blocking sled with Andy Reid in 1989 and George Hegeman. Famous controversy with the Eagles. We're talking about that. We talked about that. 1 yard short, also another one. We talked about that video because that was a Patreon request. We have live trivia coming up Wednesday night on Twitch at 9 p.m. Eastern. Studio reveal coming at on Monday, July 10th at 6 p.m. Eastern with 9 o'clock live stream. That's the next live stream here on YouTube as Person goes into the tunnel, or into the tent rather, the blue tent. And again, we will be streaming 15 preseason games, including the Hall of Fame game, right here in Canton, Ohio, 1 month from now, between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Jets playing in it because Revis is going in. Browns playing in it because Joe Thomas is going in. 3rd and goal at the 12-yard line. Birmingham has scored a touchdown on 3 straight drives, 12 yards away from doing it for the 4th time. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. They motion Davis. Alex McGo. There's pressure from the blind side. He spins. He's got to make something happen. He can't take a sack. He can't take a sack. He takes a sack. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. We're coming with Pittsburgh. He could go. He could go. Hands it off. Was it a forward handoff? that's a touchdown. Was that a forward handoff? I don't know. Olive Sakapolu hands it off, realizing he can't beat his man. Hands it off to Eli Walker. Was that a forward handoff? A lot to sort out here. As of now, that's a touchdown. That's a scoop and score. Pittsburgh right back in it. Hang on a second. Was that a forward handoff? There's a lot to dissect here. First off, Mago, I don't know what you're doing. You take that sack, you're out of field goal range. I don't know what you're thinking there. Just got to throw it away, live another day, take the field goal, go up by 2 possessions. What he was thinking, I have no clue. Blindside pressure from Reuben Foster with a 4th down stop earlier. Gets strip sacked there by Foster. Picked up by the defensive tackle, Sakapolu. Now, was this a forward handoff? I need a lateral angle of it. I need a lateral angle. I don't know if that was a forward handoff or not. Either way, it's Pittsburgh ball. That is clear cut. That is clear cut. It's Pittsburgh ball. Eli Walker, as things stand, has the touchdown. Was that a forward handoff? Let's see. This might be the money angle. We're watching it right now. Oh, I don't know. That looked forward to me. That looked forward. We're going to take a look. Okay, so he hands it off at the 30-yard line. Yeah, that's forward. That's forward. He hands it off the 29-yard line. It's fielded at the 27. That is absolutely a forward handoff. That's going to be a penalty on Pittsburgh. So take off the touchdown. Either way, it is Pittsburgh ball. It was honestly a smart play. Even though it was forward, it was a smart play. Sakapolu, he knew he brought down. He did not have the speed to do it. So not a touchdown. Had a feeling. Called it right away. But either way, it is Pittsburgh ball. A huge play there with 47 seconds left. Alex Mago, he giveth and he taketh away. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So it's a 5-yard penalty for illegal forward pass because that took place at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Empty backfield. Troy Williams, as they rush 4. Fires over the middle of that ball. Juggled and caught. Nice catch there made by Isaiah Henney. For not a great throw. Only gain of 2. So 2nd and 8. Got maybe one more play left in this third quarter of action. Pittsburgh, no one gave him a chance this game. They lost the regular season game. Losing record. Birmingham looked lights out all season. Mago the MVP. And they dominated New Orleans last week. But here the Maulers are. The chance to make some magic happen. 2nd and 8. Final play of the third quarter. Troy Williams hands it off up the middle. Goes to Groshek. Groshek gets the first down, it looks like, at the 23-yard line. Looked like he fell forward for a gain of 8. If you stream the NFL on Twitter, everyone will lose their rating, they lose their cap. They see their limit in like 5 minutes. End of the third quarter. 1 quarter left in the 2023 USFL season. I think Brewster was 75. I think it was a 75-yard touchdown. 1st and 10, and I forgot to change it. It's Birmingham 23. Birmingham 23. Now you have to wonder for Pittsburgh. Is it 4-down territory? If you score a touchdown, do you go for 3? Or is it too early? What do you do here? Because the problem is that if you go for 3 and then you allow a touchdown plus an extra point, you're down 28-18. It's a 2-possession game. So we will see. We will see what happens here. Crazy thing. And again, the only reason this happened was because Alex Mago on 3rd and goal at the 12-yard line just didn't throw it away. Even if he got sacked there and didn't lose the ball, you're not kicking a field goal. You're at the 38-yard line. You're at the 38-yard line. A 73-yard catch. 73-yard catch. Like, what's Mago thinking? Well, it's a 26. That is why. Look, I love Mago. I've said it before. I love Mago. But the reason he will not make it in the NFL, the reason why, is because of things like that where he just spins for no reason and he loses his sense of where he is on the field. His footwork lets him down, and it did on that play. It absolutely did on that play. If Birmingham wins this game, they are the champions for the 2nd straight season. Pittsburgh wins, they go from worst to first. I have a $2 from Eggonator. Describe every Super Bowl in 10 words or less. All right, let's be creative with this one. Okay, Super Bowl 1. Better League 1. Super Bowl 2. Better League absolutely 1. Super Bowl 3. Biggest upset in pro football history. Super Bowl 4, AFL is legit. Super Bowl 5, turnover fest, no one wants to win. Super Bowl 6, Dwayne Thomas got robbed of MVP. Super Bowl 7, Dolphins win in spite of their kicker. Super Bowl 8, Vikings can't do anything offensively. Super Bowl 9, Steelers change shoes at the half, works wonders. Super Bowl 10, best game so far. Super Bowl 11, Vikings first half Super Bowl offense as is tradition. Super Bowl 12, Craig Morgan can't throw. Super Bowl 13, Jackie Smith's drop changes everything. Super Bowl 14, closer than anyone thought, fourth quarter a nightmare. Super Bowl 15, Rod Martin got robbed. Super Bowl 16, squib kick. Super Bowl 17, how did David Woodley make it? Super Bowl 18, Washington picked a bad time to play their worst game. 19, everything was a letdown. Super Bowl 20, bloodbath. Super Bowl 21, Phil Simms' most underrated performance in a Super Bowl. Super Bowl 22, second quarter nightmare. Super Bowl 23, Montana to Taylor. Super Bowl 24, two teams playing a different sport. Super Bowl 25, Belichick's defense, Norwood's missed kick. Super Bowl 26, in living color. Super Bowl 27, thank God for Michael Jackson. Super Bowl 28, Thurman Thomas fumble changes everything. Super Bowl 29, not even a game. Super Bowl 30, how did Neil O'Donnell make it? Super Bowl 31, Reggie White domination. Handoff goes to Grushik. Grushik trying to pass. They try a trick play to Troy Williams as incomplete. The pass was forward, so it's going to be incomplete pass, so 2nd and 10. Super Bowl 32, Elway gets the monkey off his back. Super Bowl 33, Fox almost missed the biggest play of the game. Super Bowl 34, 1 yard short. Super Bowl 35, Kerry Collins has no answers. Super Bowl 36, Brady Magic. Super Bowl 37, Bill Callahan's an idiot. Super Bowl 38, Casey, what are you doing? Super Bowl 39, Andy Reid clock management. Super Bowl 40, referee nightmare. Super Bowl 41, how is Rex Grossman Super Bowl quarterback? Super Bowl 42, a miracle. Williams fires over the middle, slant route, incomplete pass. Intended target on the play was the fullback Mason Stoke. Hit there forced by JoJo Tillery, another big hit. Was 11-10 words or less? Vikings first half Super Bowl offense, business as usual, 9. All right, Super Bowl 43, Holmes end zone. Super Bowl 44, ambush changes everything. Super Bowl 45, seat fiasco. Super Bowl 46, Bradshaw doesn't go down. They still survive. 3rd and 10, Williams feeling pressure. Can he escape the sack? He cannot. Goes down at the 30-yard line. Taken down on the play by number 99, DeAndre Tillman. Loss of 7 on the play, and you got to try a field goal now. It's too long to try and go for it. So Birmingham, bend but don't break defensively. Chris Blue going to try his 5th field goal of the day. That's like Super Bowl 47, blackout changes everything. Super Bowl 48, Legion of Boom. Super Bowl 49, Butler with the heroics. Super Bowl 50, Cam Newton dive on the ball. 48-yard kick. Low snap. Kick is up by Blewett, and that one is no good. That one drifts wide left. Chris Blewett, 4 for 4 on the day, but cannot go 5 for 5, and Birmingham survives. A tremendous defensive stop there. It was a low snap. I can't even blame Blewett for that one. That was a low snap, had to recover. Awful snap there. When we talk about that handoff, which was the right call, Pittsburgh unable to capitalize on the great field position. It's a bad snap. Mangle did everything he could to recover it on the hold, but the kick was no good. 21-12 ball game. 13:01 left. Alex McGough breathing a huge sigh of relief after that one. All right, let's see. Super Bowl 51, 28-3. Super Bowl 52. Peterson plays with guts. Super Bowl 53. Defensive slugfest. Gilmore was robbed. Super Bowl 54. Mahomes' fourth quarter magic. Super Bowl 55. Chiefs have no offensive line. Backfires. Super Bowl 56. Cooper Kupp is a machine. Super Bowl 57. Jonathan Gannon is a terrible coordinator. There we go. There we go. There's your summary. Here's your quick summary. Everyone in 10 words or less. Things I'll do for money on the stream. Thank you so much. I mean, I don't know if the handoff cost them, because you have to remember that the handoff, they did the handoff because he wasn't getting into the end zone. Look, Oliver Secapolo, he was not getting in. He was not getting in. He was running out of gas already. Mago was catching up to him. I think a running back was catching up to him. I think Maribel was catching up to him. He was not going to get in. That was a smart play. It didn't work out, but it was a smart play. We're going to do any streams between now and the preseason besides the studio launch. So we're going to do live NFL trivia on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Once I get the monitor, I'll have the capabilities to do it, which will be really, really nice. So we'll do that. Besides that, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe Ray Horton will draw up a series of increasingly baffling plays again in Pittsburgh rallies. I don't even know at this point. I don't even know. 13:01 left. Birmingham, if they go by 2 possessions here, they're in a very, very good spot. Yeah, what was the over-under on this game? It should be in a good spot right now at 33. I'm assuming it was, 44, I'm guessing? How much you got riding on it? So we had a stream once that someone had like $2,000 riding on the XFL. They're punting on 4th and goal. No, it's crazy. Birmingham would have done that. Birmingham actually probably would have done that on the last drive on 4th and goal. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Mago. Quick screen pass. That ball is caught by Josh Johnson. His first grab of the day. Down to the 41-yard line. And 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up. As of now, Mago is the MVP of this game. Even despite the horrible blunder he had. 42.5. Right, you should be okay for now. The spread wasn't high enough. That's a good one. That's a good one. Is Oregon State the least hateable Power 5 school? Let me think. I would say so, yeah. I don't know who has anything against Corvallis. Second set, Mago escapes the sack, steps up. It's on the run, fires deep down the field. He's got Deion Kane! Overthrown by just a bit. Coverage on the play by Mark Gilbert. Deion Kane was open. Mago couldn't hit him in stride. Alex Mago or Luis Perez? Ooh, that's tough. I think Mago has better boomer bust potential. I think Perez is a pretty safe traditional quarterback. Mago is boomer bust. He's very similar to DiNucci in that way. He's DiNucci with worse footwork. I think Mago and DiNucci are very, very similar. Although, whereas Mago's problem is that he does too much with his trying to escape. DiNucci does too much trying to throw, and he forces some really bad stuff. 3rd and 7, there was a flag on the play, so this play is blown dead. See who this is on. Delay of game. I swear, they have not called delay of game. They could have called it like 5 or 6 times today. They finally called delay of game. 3rd and 12 coming up. 2 drives ago, they had about a 3rd and 10 situation, and they decided to rush 3. Mago completed the pass to Sternberger, got a touchdown later on the drive. Last drive, 3rd and 12 at the 12-yard line. Similar here, except now it's at the 36. They rush. Magic happens for Pittsburgh. Let's see what they do here. Can they force a 3 now? Their first 3 now of the game. Can that happen here? 3rd and 12. Play action. They do send pressure. Force Mago to do stuff on his own. He's firing to his weak side. Just going to throw up a prayer. And that is going to be incomplete. Batted down on the play by Bryce Torndon, the safety. So a 3 and out. It's amazing it took Pittsburgh this long to realize, look, force Mago to his weak side. Send pressure. Force Mago to his weak side. He can't do anything. And that's, again, why I don't think Mago can do anything in the NFL. because teams will see plays like that. Reuben Foster, heck of a day pass rushing. He got the stop on 4th down. He had the strip sack on 3rd down last time. Had the hit there. Honestly, if Pittsburgh wins this game, I could give Reuben Foster the MVP. 4th and 12, a weird punting formation. You got 2 guys in the backfield. If the gunner all the way lined up there, the punt there by Colby Wadman, just his second punt of the game. It's fielded on the bounce. Not sure I would have done that. Fielded by Isaiah Henney down to the 13-yard line with 10:41 left. So Pittsburgh taking over their 13-yard line. The first drive all game that Birmingham did not get into Pittsburgh territory. A nice stop there defensively by the Maulers. Again, this game is on NBC, the final 10 minutes of spring football. We've done the entire XFL. We did the entire USFL season. NFL preseason starts up in a month, and we're going to be doing live streams for that. I think 15 preseason games on the agenda for that one. Let me check again. We're definitely doing Jets-Browns. We're doing Texans-Patriots on August 10th. We are doing 2 games on the 12th, 2 games on the 13th. I might do a game on the 11th, I'm not sure. We're doing a game on the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. We are doing 2 games on the 13th, the 19th, the 12th. Get double headers. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing NFL. I think we're going to do NFL Network streams. I think it's going to be NFL Network streams. I think that would probably be the safest thing to do, is to do the games on NFL Network so most people can watch it. Are the 05 Panthers in the discussion for best wildcard team ever? No, they're not in the discussion. 05 Steelers. I would say the best one is the 80 Raiders. I would say the 80 Raiders are the best. Yeah, the best wild card of all time, I would say the 80 Raiders were the best. But then again, you know what? Actually, they keep forgetting the Bucs were a wild card in 2020. The second half of the season, the Bucs were on a different level. So I would say the 2020 Bucs and the 1980 Raiders are probably the top 2. I can't give it to the 05 Steelers because of their QB play. Yeah, this is very similar to the XFL. Arlington Renegades 4-6 won the title. Pittsburgh Maulers 4-6 could potentially win the title. 10:41, 87-yard drive. That's what they need to potentially tie this game. Again, you can go for 3 in the USFL. So you have to figure, if they score a touchdown, at this point, go for 3. '29 Packers, yeah, they're up there. They're up there for sure. Now, Missouri's pretty easy to hate. Missouri had that whole scandal in the 2010s. Wazoo, yeah, I can't really hate Wazoo. I'm not sure Utah's done anything hate-worthy. Yeah, once the studio's up and running, we're gonna be back to business on JG7 and JG8. I just had to put that on the back burner. First down play action. That ball is caught to the 25-yard line. Bailey Gaither, his first grab of the day. Gain of 12, good for a first down. Well, Rams and Bengals were not wild cards that year. Yeah, JG7 is coming back in the next few days. JG8 is coming back soon. I've got some great editors helping me out with that. It's just because of the studio. It's just because of the studio. I've had to put stuff on hold. Which really stinks, because I hate not making content. I hate not making content. It kills me that it's not doing it. 1st and 10. Out route. That ball is caught. First down to the 38-yard line. Catch there by Trey Walker, his second grab of the day. Gain of 13 on the play. The most hateable group of 5 school. Do independents count? Not Notre Dame. I'm not counting Notre Dame. But are we counting? So is it Power 5 plus Notre Dame and Group of 5 plus Independence? Are we counting that? No, I don't think Alabama is clearly the most hated. I think Alabama, once Saban's gone, I don't think we're going to be that hated. I think Notre Dame will always be the most hated. 1st and 10 to 38. Williams. Pressure. Can he get rid of it? He escapes the sack. Holding on the play, though. Holding on the play. And he goes down, too. He goes down, too, so he declined the holding penalty. Williams just has to throw that away. So it's a loss of 6. So 2nd and 16 coming up. Yeah, I was going to say, if we were counting independence, it's Liberty. if we are counting independents, Liberty is the most hated group of 5. Gonzaga, no, I think we're just counting football. The most hated group of 5, not counting Liberty. Why is their name so hated? A lot of reasons. Gonzaga does not have football. So 2nd and 16 coming up. It would have been 1st and 20. 2nd and 17, rather. But they declined the holding penalty because of the sack. Loss of 7 on the play. 2nd and 17. Empty backfield. Looks like they're going to rush. Now they drop him back. Here we go. 2nd and 17. Williams gets rid of it quickly. That ball is caught. Down to the 38-yard line. Caught by Mason Stoke. They get some of that yardage back. 3rd and 10 coming up. What's behind the hate for Liberty? How much time you got? What's behind the hate for Liberty? Oh, you sweet summer child. There's a lot about Liberty. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that I will not dive into because it will take 5 hours. There are reasons why people hate Liberty. 3rd and 10. They rush 4. Williams escapes 1 sack, now just fires a shovel pass to Madre London to the 40-yard line. It's not going to be even close. 4th and 8, and they're going to have to punt this ball away with 8 minutes left. A lot of scoring in the first half. The second half, the defenses have taken over. 4th and 8. Pittsburgh going to have to punt this one away. Now, look, every school has like one player that every school has their bad apples. And every school has their one case. It's how you handle it that's different. They're going for it. Oh, I don't agree with this at all. They're going for 4th and 8, the 40-yard line. Empty backfield. I am not sure about this because if you don't get this, Birmingham could be in field goal range and then it's game over. It's 2 possessions. I think you trust your defense here. But 4th and 8. Williams firing deep over the middle of the field. That ball is incomplete. Intended target on the play was Bailey Gaither. I don't agree with that at all. Oh, man. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Oh, man. I don't know about that. 4th and 8 at the 40. That is a... I mean, missed him there. That was the play. But I don't agree with that whatsoever. Coverage there, courtesy of number 5, Christian McFarland. I'd say Boise State probably a pretty good answer. Because now here's the problem with Pittsburgh. Your defense has played well the last 2 drives. Defense has played well. You got in the stop the last 2 drives. You realize now you force him to go to his weak side. He's not going to do anything. Problem now is that Birmingham gets 1 first down. They don't even need a first down. If Birmingham just gets some yards, you can try field goals a 2-possession game, and now you're completely screwed. I think you trust your defense there. You have 3 timeouts. Time's not really a huge issue. 7:22 left. I mean, time's not a crazy issue. Course for the Chicago Street has turned 1 and 6 at the same intersection. Really? That is bizarre. I don't know how that works. Oh, people hate Pitt. Oh, people absolutely hate Pitt. There was a guy that used to play trivia with us for like the first year that it was around. He hated Pitt. I see Liberty's hate because of how bad Malik Willis is. Yeah, that's definitely not the reason. Definitely not the reason. But yeah, that is a questionable call by Ray Horton, who had his fair share of questionable calls. Now, people don't hate Vandy. They feel pity for Vandy. They feel pity for them. Has fair share of questionable calls last week. That was a very questionable call. We have 100 people in this stream watching the USFL Championship with us. Thank you for tuning in again. If you are just joining us, we do live streams of games. We did XFL, we did USFL, we're doing preseason games in August. We're doing every primetime game during the NFL season. We do that here. We're doing it in a new studio, starting with the next stream that we do, which will be unveiled on July 10th. So go check that. We do live NFL trivia every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch and on YouTube. We simulcast it on YouTube starting in 2 weeks from now, but we are going to do live trivia on the 5th. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And also, we have content every single day about the history of the NFL. We have an Eagles-related video that just dropped today. We had a Packers-related video that dropped the other day, so go check those out if you haven't already. And make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single moment of the action, and miss a single time that we go live streaming all these games. And again, we're going to be doing this in a brand new studio starting 1 week from now, which you guys are going to love. You guys are absolutely going to love. It is going to be the pinnacle of YouTube football broadcasting. I can assure you that. I can absolutely assure you that. Let's see who else is live streaming this game. We got, I think there's 5 people live streaming this game right now. Yeah, I think there's 5 live streaming. Oh no, there's let's see. Well, it's me and there's 3 others. You got this is actually the most watched stream. So thank you guys for making that happen. This is actually the most watched stream of the 4 live streams happening right now. So thank you guys for making that happen. First down handoff. Up there goes to the person who is back in the game after suffering an injury earlier. No gain. It's the JG Empire of Sports. 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line. Again, Birmingham, all you really need here is 5 yards to set up yourself for an Aubrey field goal, make it a 2-possession game. The reason Birmingham is in this spot is because of a questionable decision by Pittsburgh to go for on 4th and 8 with plenty of time left. 2nd and 10. 6:40 left in this ball game. Mago, empty backfield, 1 second on the play clock. Can they get it off? They do. They rush 4. Mago, he's looking to step up. He's going to his strong side, though. This is where he's dangerous, potentially. He's going to fire on the run. It's underthrown. Did Kane make that grab? Kane made the grab! Holy cow! Deion Kane! Holy cow! How did he do that? Deion Kane! His 3rd touchdown catch of the game! Deion Kane! And Alex Mago with his 4th touchdown throw! What a play! The thing with Mago, again, like I said, you force him to the weak side, you're good. You force him to the strong side, watch out! And he got to the strong side. The one thing you can't have him happen, Mago, it looked like that ball was underthrown, but actually it was a perfect throw. It was a perfect spiral on the run. Mago hits Kane. 3rd touchdown grab of the game for Kane. Was there PI there? Eli Walker on coverage. Looked like there might have been a bit of a push-up, but it doesn't matter. 27-12. And Birmingham just 6.5 minutes away from winning their 2nd straight championship. And there will be plenty of talk after the game about the decision by Pittsburgh to go for it on 4th and 8. The one thing you can't have happen was you send Mago to the strong side of the field. You send him to his weak side, where he has to throw across his body. A lot of bad stuff can happen for Mago. Force him to the strong side, where he can do stuff like that, and you see what happens. The 8th touchdown pass for Mago in this postseason alone. The reigning USFL MVP. He was not even supposed to start this year. Remember, Birmingham is doing this without Jamar Smith, who has been out for pretty much the whole year. Birmingham is going to have quite the decision to make in the offseason between Jamar Smith and Alex Mago. They will be able to trade one of those pieces for a lot, I will say that. Any team that needs a quarterback, just call up Birmingham, because they got Jamar Smith, who won it last year for them. They have Alex Mago, who is potentially about to win it this year for them. Alex Mago, responsible for 9 touchdowns this offseason alone. Or this postseason alone, rather. 1 rushing touchdown last week against New Orleans. 4 passing touchdowns. Mago, you take that one awful play aside by the goal line, he's 16 for 23, 230 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 141.3 passer rating, just about 15 points shy of a perfect passer rating. And Deion Kane, 4 catches, 70 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's doing a lot. Davis with the other touchdown. Jace Sternberger, 3 catches, 65 yards. And also the ground game has been phenomenal for them. Marable, Mago, Person, each averaging over 6 yards per carry, 6.8 yards per carry as a team. Birmingham, the favorite in this game, and it's not hard to see why, as they lead by 16 points. And again, we have to ask ourselves what Horton was thinking going for it on 4th and 8 on your own 40-yard line with plenty of time left. Now, this game is still not over. There is still plenty of time left. 6:28, 16-point game. Remember that you can go 4th and 12. Instead of onside kick, you can go 4th and 12. So Birmingham did allow a 4th and 12 to New Orleans last week. You have a bit of a scare late in the game. Very, very poor defense by Birmingham on the 4th and 12 against New Orleans last week. So this one's not over. Pittsburgh can get some points here. But they've not scored a touchdown all game. 4 field goals by Chris Blewett. Time is now the enemy for them. They have 3 timeouts, but you have to figure Pittsburgh needs a touchdown here. It's 4-down territory. If it was 4-down territory on 4th and 8 for whatever reason, in a 1-possession game, it's definitely 4-down territory now. Got to get a touchdown here. Got to get a 4th and 12. So I saw an episode of Dumb Decisions. Look, this was not even the worst thing Horton's done this postseason. Trust me. Last week, Horton was an idiot. Last week, Horton was an absolute idiot. McGo's performance is reminiscent of Jalen Hurts' performance. Hurts a strip sack fumble. Yeah, pretty similar. Just one awful play, and then other than that, yeah. D-backs game started. Yeah, I'm going to watch it after this. This game is done. Short kickoff, fielded by Simmons at the 30-yard line. Not sure what the short kickoffs by Aubrey. Down to the 39-yard line, brought down by JoJo Tillery. JoJo Tillery's had a pretty good game today. But again, you have to wonder, why wasn't he ejected from the game earlier on the helmet-to-helmet hit that he had with Troy Williams? He easily could have been ejected. If that was the NFL college football, he would have been ejected easily. The fact that he wasn't ejected was a slide. It was helmet-to-helmet. It was late. Tillery's been a beast so far in the secondary after that play. Oh, no, this one's far from over. First attempt at the 39-yard line, 4-down territory the rest of the way. Troy Williams. Quick pass. It's a screen. They read it perfectly. Open field tackle there made by Lorenzo Burns. Doesn't get a burn on that one. Loss of 4. Pittsburgh going backwards. The last thing they need right now. 2nd and 6. Especially because the clock runs on everything for at least another minute. Catch there by Isaiah Henney. Really the only guy on Pittsburgh doing anything receiving-wise. Look at the numbers. Isaiah Henney, 6 catches, 36 yards. No one else has more than 20 receiving yards. 2nd and 12. Williams steps up, tries to avoid the sack. Shovel pass, that ball is caught. Spin by Groshek. Groshek at the 45. Nicely by Groshek to get some of that yardage back. Brings up 3rd and about 4. At the 46-yard line is where they're going to mark it. 4-down territory. 5:31 left. 3rd and 3. Empty backfield. Williams. Out route. Low throw. Underthrown. It is bad down. That's the second time today that ball has been underthrown on an out route. Should have been easy completion. Instead, once again, is Nate Brooks reading that. Like at the end of the first half before he got called for the taunting penalty. You got to throw that with much more zip on that one. Read it all the way. Intended target on the play was Josh Simmons. 4th and 3. Clock still running. 5 minutes left. This could be the ball game. They don't get it here. It's tough to find a way for Pittsburgh to get back. They missed on 4th and 8 last drive. 4th and 3. 2 seconds on the play clock. Empty backfield. Williams steps up. He's going to run for the first down. He's got it to the 50, to the 45. Williams at the 40. Williams breaks a tackle down to the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh still alive. Gain of about 19 yards on that one. To the 35-yard line of Birmingham. That play saved their season. 1st and 10, 4:30 left. Clock now stops on unequally passes. 1st and 10 at the 35. Got to go quick. Time is running out, but you got a new set down. It's empty backfield. 1st down. Setting the defensive back blitz. Williams doesn't read it. Williams does not see the defensive back blitz. He loses 8 yards on the play. Brought down there by Willie Henry. Loss of 8. 2nd and 18. 4 minutes left in this one. This is their season. 2nd and 17 is where they're going to mark it. They brought the defensive back blitz. Pittsburgh couldn't read it. Williams couldn't read it. Empty backfield once again. Once again, they send the defensive back. They rush 4. Low throw. It's actually better that he dropped it. Honestly, it's better that he dropped that ball. Intent target play was Trey Walker, was batted down there. Hit there forced by Smith. Rashad Smith, the linebacker, number 35. 3rd and 17. It's actually better, though, for Pittsburgh that he dropped the ball. Or that Smith broke it up. 3rd and 17 versus 3rd and 15, but you have 30 less seconds to work with. I think you take the 3rd and 17. Bit of a blessing in disguise. 3rd and 17. 5 seconds on the play clock. Will they get this off? 3, 2, 1. Hit 0. They say they do get it off. Williams fires. That ball is caught. What a catch there. Could have been delay of game, but what a catch there by Henny. His 7th grab of the day. The go-to guy for Pittsburgh all game. They convert the 3rd and long, and they get the first down. Nice throw, nice catch there by Henny. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line, just outside the red zone. Pittsburgh needs a touchdown here. Need a lot, but it is still possible. 1 in the backfield, 3 wide. Williams. They rush 4. He gets sacked on the play. Goes down to the 31-yard line. Brought down there by number 50. It is, I don't have 50 on my depth chart. It is Camp. Keyshawn Camp. I don't know why he's not listed on the depth chart with a number. Loss of 9 on the play. 2nd and 19. And Ray Horton wants to talk things over. It was pointing down there. I don't know if he called timeout or if there was an injured player. Guess we'll find out. They rush 4. No reason for that. You have 5 offensive linemen and a halfback in there, and only 4 rushing. And still Williams goes down. Defensive line is feasting this drive. 3:06. Pittsburgh calls their first timeout. They have the 2-minute warning. They have 2 timeouts left. It's not a huge deal. Get reset. 2nd and 18 coming up. A lot to talk about. Well, this is obviously 4-down territory. If the Stallions win, are they a dynasty? They are a spring football dynasty. Look, Skip Holtz is the best coach in spring football across any of the leagues. Skip Holtz is phenomenal. Some college is going to have a heck of a coach if he ever decides to leave. I will say, if I'm an NFL team and I need a head coach, I'm looking at Skip Holtz. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at Skip Holtz. He has been phenomenal in the USFL. You're watching your stream while you're live streaming. Nice. Streamception right there. Streamception. Again, we still have 100 people in this stream. This is awesome. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a blast to cover all season, blast to cover all of spring football. And again, I'm really excited for you guys to see the new studio. Another $2 from Eganair. Thank you so much for that. Now, every college football natty since 98 in 10 words or less. All right, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go, or no, you know, we'll go forward. 98, T. Martin did what Peyton Manning couldn't. 99, Bobby Bowden strikes again. 2000, defensive slugfest. 2001, the U is back. 2002, controversial penalty. 2003, Saban's first ride. 2004, who's stopping USC? 2005, the true granddaddy of them all. 06, again kickoff touchdown, nothing after that. 07, how they made it there, how LSU won, or how LSU made it, I don't know, but they dominated. 08, Tebow's second half. 09, Colt McCoy injured. 2010, Cam Newton greatness. 2011, awful rematch of a great regular season game. 2012, imaginary just like Manti Te'o's girlfriend. Imaginary Notre Dame defense just like Manti Te'o's girlfriend. 2013, Jameis Winston Heisman. 2nd and 18, Williams fires. That ball is caught. Probably worse that he caught it. He's going to lose yards and the clock is running. Isaiah Henny loses 2 yards there. 3rd and 20, should not have caught that ball. Let's do the other ones really quickly. 2014, Ohio State, what a turnaround. 2015, Clemson kept it close. 2016, Watson, great drive. 3rd and 19. Here we go, at the 31-yard line. Williams, they rush 3. He's going to go down, loses the ball. He loses the ball. Birmingham falls on it. Birmingham is going to win the natty. Birmingham is going to win it. 2:30 left. The Birmingham Stallions 150 seconds away from winning their 2nd straight national championship in the USFL. The defensive line has been a beast all game, especially this 4th quarter. Strip sack they're forced by who else? JoJo Tillery, who has been all over the field today, which takes us back to the controversy of should he have even been able to play in this game after the helmet-to-helmet hit on the slide with 6 minutes into this ballgame on the first drive. He was allowed to stay in. He was not ejected. He has been a menace all game. Birmingham, the best team in the USFL last year. The best team in the USFL this year. This one is just about over. Handoff goes to Marable, down to the 33-yard line. Gain of 1. Pittsburgh is 2 timeouts to 2-1. You got to call those timeouts now. You got to call those timeouts now. And they will. It's not technically over, but time is running out. Pittsburgh needs a stop, a touchdown, a conversion, a 4th and 12, and another score. Birmingham has been the class of the USFL. 8-2 this year, 10-2 if they win this game. They went 11-1 last year, including the championship. Skip Holtz has done a masterful job with this team. If they win this game, as a lot of people think they will, 24 games played, 21-3. 87% winning percentage. Birmingham, the class of spring football. I did say always, USFL teams are worse than XFL teams, and Birmingham would beat any XFL team. They're throwing the ball on 2nd and 10. Interesting decision, but they do get some yards. Did he get out of bounds? Does that stop the clock? They're saying he was in bounds. Pittsburgh should call timeout here. That ball was caught there by Michael Petway, second grab of the day. I don't know why Pittsburgh's not calling a timeout. Call the timeout now. I don't know. This is so stupid by Horton. This is so stupid by Horton. You call the timeout now. Because then on 3rd down, you get the 2-minute warning. It takes it down to 2 minutes. Versus now, you call... It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. If you call the timeout now, with... If you're Ray Horton, with 2:11 left, Birmingham has to call a play. And if they throw the ball, you get another play before the 2-minute warning. If they run the ball, you get it at 2 minutes. But now, you call a timeout after 3rd down. Okay, there's going to be 1:54 left. Now they're going to punt the ball away. Let's say a punt takes 15 seconds. You get it with 1:39 left. Versus before, you're getting it with 1:45 left. That huge play is a huge difference. That one play could be a huge difference. I think Skip Holtz will get consideration. He will absolutely get consideration. And he should. I'd even hire him for the NFL. I would hire him as an NFL coach. He's shown that he can do it in the NFL. Or pro football. He's shown that he can do it. I've not done the rest of the natties yet. What season was better? I think the XFL season was better. I think XFL was better. But this has been a fun season. I've been happy to do it with you guys. Let's see. 2017, Tua off the bench. 2018, Trevor Lawrence, welcome to Jacksonville. 2019, Joe Burrow, greatest offense ever. 2020, Ohio State decimated with COVID. 2021, Georgia gets the monkey off its back. 2022, should have been Georgia, Michigan. Why is USF football so bad? Same thing as Temple. Good luck playing off campus in a stadium with no environment. Could I see AB Sports ever coming back with a potential miles? No, I can't see it coming back. Look, at the end of the day, even though ESPN is struggling right now, they realize that live sports will keep people paying for cable TV and whatnot. They have to keep live sports. ESPN will always survive. What a game, man. Good call. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Danucci's on the Broncos. Luis Perez is... I don't know where Perez is. Greatest offensive BCS of the college football playoff era. I should notify. I should say it like that. 3rd and 5. First down here, and it's all over. 3rd and 5. We go. Gonna throw. Slant route. That ball is caught by who else but LaMichael Petway. His 3rd grab of the game. And that's it. Pittsburgh does not have enough timeouts to stop the clock for the 2nd straight season. Birmingham shows why they are the kings of spring, as the Stallions will ride high into the night with their second straight USFL championship. A valiant effort by Pittsburgh. A valiant effort by the Maulers. They were the worst team in the USFL last season. They were the laughing stock of the league. You had the whole pizza situation as well. As McGo going to run, he's going to slide down at the 30-yard line. That will officially do it. But Birmingham just too good. This game was always going to be a mismatch. This game was always going to be a mismatch. I did say last week it would be the biggest championship upset of the 21st century in pro football if Birmingham lost this game. I did say that. Even during the Giants-Patriots, I really believe that. Because Giants-Pats, look, the Giants made it close with the Pats in the regular season. It was a very close game. The Giants played well. Patriots were not great in the postseason that year. They were kind of struggling. Birmingham are going to call timeout with 59 seconds left. If the Stallions play against the Ferris, who would win? Stallions. Better coaching. I think Skip Holtz blows Reggie Barlow out of the water. I think Greg Williams' defense gets destroyed by Alex McGo. Look, I think the average XFL team beats the average USFL team, but I think Birmingham is the best USFL, the best spring football team. It's almost like how the average, in college basketball, the average ACC team, let's go ACC. Now let's go Pac-12. The average Pac-12 team will be the average West Coast Conference team, but I'm going to take Gonzaga over every Pac-12 team. USFL should add more teams? Not yet. We got to wait until teams get into their own cities first. Stabilize the 8 markets and then we're good. One final kneel down to end it. Birmingham goes back to back. It is all over. The Birmingham Stallions, for the second straight season. No Jamar Smith all season at quarterback? No problem. Alex McGo, 4 touchdown passes as the Stallions repeat as champions. When they do a USFL XFL championship game, well, they're 2 separate leagues. They occupy 2 different markets in the spring. It just wouldn't work time-wise. Only having 10 teams, it's 8 teams right now. Birmingham wins the championship for the second straight season. Deion Kane, 3 receiving touchdowns. Alex McGo, 4 passing touchdowns. 9 touchdowns responsible for this postseason. What Birmingham does in 2024 at quarterback, with either Jamar Smith or Alex McGo, I have no clue. But for now, Birmingham, celebrate your second straight championship. The Stallions are super once again. Let's look at the final stats for this game. Stand for a bit longer, in case I want to say more questions. 28-12, your final. Birmingham outgaining the Maulers 357 to 202. Maulers, only 3 points in the second half of action. Stallions, 7.1 yards per play compared to 3.3 for the Maulers. Stallions had double the yards per play. More than double the yards per play in that. Alex McGo, a phenomenal game. 142.2 pass rating, 243 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 64 yards rushing, responsible for over 300 yards of offense. Oh, your live stream are watching your stream? That's awesome. That is awesome. It's like streamception there. Deion Kane, 3 receiving touchdowns. Davian Davis with the other one. For the Maulers, it was a tough outing offensively, especially in terms of getting sacked, especially in terms of the sacks. The defensive line for Birmingham was just phenomenal all game. 6 sacks for the Stallions in this game. 6 sacks for the Stallions. When's the next live stream? We're going to do a live stream. Well, we're going to do live NFL trivia on Twitch on Wednesday the 5th. We're going to do that. We're going to do the studio reveal on the 10th. We're going to do that on July 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do a live stream for that. And on the 13th, we're going to simulcast trivia with I'm going to simulcast trivia with on YouTube. The 12th, I mean, on the 12th. Yeah, Robert Turner made the Cowboys. Made the Pro Bowl as well. Heck of a returner. We'll see who makes it this year in the USFL. We'll see who makes it. Ginda has a chance. I think linebacker-wise, Ginda and Tizino, I would look at those two guys. I would absolutely look at those two guys if I'm a team. Jay Sternberger, I think, has also earned the right to get back in the NFL. He was a very good tight end. I could see him doing some good things in the NFL again if he gets the opportunity. We'll see. So there are definitely some guys. There are definitely some guys that could do it. This was fun, but looking forward to NFL and college football season. You and me both. You and me both. Again, this has been a fun season in both the USFL and the XFL. A lot of live streams. We're doing preseason football for the NFL, starting with a Hall of Fame game right here in Canton, Ohio, just a month from now, between the Jets and the Browns, and we're going to do a lot more games after that. This has been a fun season. I've enjoyed spending every moment of this stream with you guys and every moment of this season with you guys. You guys have made this absolutely fun. The fact that I got to make this my living, I basically, you guys are giving me money to talk about football. I mean, it's amazing. And give me support, and we're having a great time in the comments. And thank you guys so much for everything and all the love and support. Again, in terms of what's coming up, JG9 video is out. We talked about the Eagles in 1999. Go check that out if you haven't already. We also have videos coming out on JG and JG7 soon. Studio will be revealed on July 10th, which will be really, really excited. We have Patreon if you want early access to videos and the ability to request future video topics for me to cover. No Jags preseason games. No Jags preseason games. We'll do other teams. We'll never do a Jaguars game. Is Alex McGough the USFL version of Nick Foles? I would say Kurt Warner. I'd say it's a version of Kurt Warner. I wouldn't say Nick Foles because McGough was great all season. McGough won the MVP. We'll do baseball streams. Probably not. Probably not. Not this season. Maybe next season, but not this season. Any live streams now and the NFL? We're going to do the studio live stream on the 10th. We're going to do live NFL trivia here on YouTube and on Twitch. We're doing it just on Twitch on July 5th, so Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for cash prizes. And we're going to do the 12th, the 19th, the 26th, and the 3rd. We're going to simulcast that on YouTube as well as Twitch. So we're going to do a simulcast stream for that. So yeah, so we'll do some streams there. We're going to do a lot of preseason games, which is going to be a lot of fun. Talk about NFL in the all-new NFL studio. The commercial just said the USFL is crowning the champion as literally the same exact champion. Yeah, they did not think that one through. They did not think that one through. All right. MLB All-Star Game stream? Probably not. Probably not. We're going to do a live studio stream, so maybe a home run derby stream to coincide with that, because that'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. So again, Birmingham goes back-to-back. Alex McGough, I'm guessing he wins the MVP of this game. 28-12 your final. Birmingham, 21 wins in 24 games over the past 2 seasons. A spring football dynasty. And with that being said, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys for a great season. This has been an absolute blast. Thank you guys for a great stream. I'm going to call it here. I will see you guys for the next JG9 video dropping at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys for live NFL trivia on Wednesday on Twitch. And I will see you guys on July 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern for the all-new JG9 Studios. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have an absolute blast. You guys are going to love it. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Thank you guys for a great stream and a great season. Until next time, this is Jerry9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night.